Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Holy Flick podcast episode number 15. Special edition today for, I guess, the topics that we're talking about. And I am your host, as always, Cannon King, and joined by my co-host, as always, Seth Scott.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Good to be back for the July edition of the podcast episode. Our last episode was a Odyssey of sorts, I guess you could say. 4 hours almost long.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, one way to put it. Relevant way to put it, I guess. But so back again. Can't wait to talk about today. We'll be talking about, of course, the Odyssey, which I just finally got to see today. And doing our regular segments today. We are going to be leaving off our recently watched just because we're kind of crunched for time a little bit, and that's a segment we always think like, oh, it won't take that long, and then that's like a third of the episode normally.
Yeah, on one. Yeah, right.
It doesn't help. I was telling my girlfriend today, like, you and I both usually watch about 12 movies at least between each episode, and last time it was like 20 something. Yeah, so I was like, that can get anywhere from like 25 to 50 like quick reviews, but there's still like a lot to talk about.
There's some meat in there. Yeah.
The summaries, the quick thoughts, the who's in it, and all that stuff. But anyways, today's also a special edition because it's the first time we've got some sponsors for our podcast, which is awesome. I've been really excited about that. Today's episode is brought to you by Rods Rips. Rods Rips is the premium online sports card outlet. If you're in the market for baseball, football, and or basketball cards and want the best quality purchase, head on over to Rods Rips on the Whatnot app. It's in the Apple Store, Google Play Store. I got addicted to Whatnot there for a little bit with
it is very addicting. I like just go on there and watch. Like, I don't even half the time I don't even buy any. I've bought a few things on there, but a lot of the majority of my time spent, I'm just watching.
As a guy who's susceptible to gambling, it kind of scratches that itch a little bit. But I got on Whatnot, actually 4 cards and also 4 discs, because I'm in the disc golf like a nerd.
Yeah, they got everything on there now.
Yeah, but Whatnot's really awesome, and you can get some real good steals on there, especially with Rods Rips. Get on the Whatnot app. It's on any mobile stores, or if you on PCs, I'm sure they have them on there as well. Find the card of your dreams today. Rods Rips is 5-star rated, average of 1 day shipping time. So super. He's like the Amazon of Whatnot.
It's maybe even better considering how Amazon's been lately.
Yeah.
At least locally.
Rods Rips, they sell singles, slabs, and absolute fire packs. Rods Rips, that's spelled RODS RIP, and then SSSS, 4 S's at the end. Fast auctions, fair deals, big energy. They're the main sponsor for today's episode. So if you love us, show them some love over on Whatnot and add the best sports cards to your growing collection. Thanks to Rods Rips for being the podcast sponsor today.
Thank you. Check them out.
Yeah, you have to go check them out. I used to love collecting sports cards growing up, and I still have a bunch of binders full of sports cards, and just card collecting's fun. Yeah, just cards in general. Magic cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh!
TCG, sports, it's all, insane.
Yeah, multi-generational. I was somebody was playing Pawn Stars the other day at work, and there was a guy selling a Yu-Gi-Oh collection. And I think he got like $100,000 or $200,000 for his collection. Yeah, pretty insane.
It's cool to have that.
Yeah, and especially with sports right now. Like, even like I feel like in basketball, there's a lot of up and coming stars where you can probably get some good value on their cards, and football same way, just
type stuff.
Exactly. Actually, going back to disc golf, there's disc golf cards now too, so all types of sports having cards. We'll be adding Catan Pro cards, Chase Coble card coming soon,
signed autograph, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot extra, but yeah. So once again, thank you to Rods Rips. Gonna start out real quick with a new segment, which is designed to be pretty fast paced. Calling it, I guess, the 2-minute sprint for now, seeing if I can do this in 2 minutes. Just some of the headlines since the last time that we recorded. So here we go. Franchise fatigue continues off the back of Mandalorian and Grogu and Supergirl, as Moana and Minions have slumped at the box office, while more original IP continues to do pretty well at the box office. Speaking of franchises, Avengers Doomsday drops their first full trailer, revealing RDJ's Doctor Doom. And also in Marvel news, just yesterday at Comic-Con, Ryan Gosling was announced to be the new Ghost Rider, with a solo film directed by Sean Levy, coming in July of 2028. Not the biggest Sean Levy guy, but I do love me some Gosling.
I think he might pair well with Gosling.
He's done good with other Ryans.
Yeah, done good money, that's for sure.
Yeah,
which is what they care about. But anyways,
yeah, I'm not the biggest. I don't really love the director choice, especially for that sort of tone.
I don't like the casting choice, to be honest. It just doesn't seem right to me. But I mean, I'll watch anything with Gosling in it. So
yeah, I'm a Gosling fan myself.
It doesn't matter.
Got range. Man's got range.
He does.
Also in casting news for Marvel, David Johnson casted as Prince T'Challa in Black Panther 3. I'm a big David Johnson guy.
I love that guy. Super talented.
Yeah, Alien Romulus, which we talk about probably more than we should. That's when he came on my radar, and I was like, this is a young talent that I think is going to really make some shockwaves in the industry.
He was the only bright spot in the last road, or the long walk, sorry.
Key, my girlfriend, she actually just watched that the other day. She enjoyed it pretty good, but yeah, he's a really good actor.
The absolute best part of that movie, not even close. Yeah, that's a good casting. I don't know. There's a lot of rumors going on about what that casting means for Marvel, but we won't get into that right now. But,
well, also like the time frame, I guess, sort of thing too. But that Black Panther 3 will also be the first Marvel film shot entirely on IMAX 70mm, as we talk about Odyssey today. I guess that's a hot
yeah. It seems like it. Yeah.
Which I know too. That didn't include this in the headlines, but I was reading the other day that IMAX, the company, is looking at trying to get some parts together to possibly add, I think it's 11 additional locations to show IMAX 70mm around the world. So yeah, apparently they can't actually like make new ones anymore. They have to get these old parts and piece them together, which
that
I read up a lot about.
Doesn't sound like that should be true, but
I know. I was like, in the modern day, you're telling me you can't 3D print this stuff, but yeah, apparently.
Okay, well, whatever.
I know they have like xenon light bulbs inside of them that are antique and all these different types of parts, and apparently, again, they can't make a whole lot of them, or they can't just like push them out. In other blockbuster news, speaking of the Odyssey, its global opening weekend box office marked Christopher Nolan's best ever at $264 million on the opening weekend. And now in its second weekend, it's totaled $639 million. It opened up in some more countries this weekend, I believe in the UK. And I think it's next weekend is when it has its Asian opening in China, Japan, and South Korea, which will probably help push it forward even more.
I do a lot better than his last film did.
Yeah. Well, you talking about Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it actually, I think they said the second weekend, both weekends so far have topped Oppenheimer, which is kind of crazy. I mean, being rated R is the biggest thing that I think holds it back from making even more money, which, you know, looking back on it, there was only a few moments I feel like that were really deserving of the R. There
wasn't any, I guess gore, but there was some truly the sound. We'll get into it later. I'll talk about it later.
There are some horrific moments. I could see why people are talking about Christopher Nolan making a horror film now.
Didn't he say he wanted to, or is this the people making that up?
So no, he did say that he would like to do one. He didn't say like his next film is going to be one, but he said he's interested in doing it. At some point, maybe. Yeah, he likes the genre. He's talked about that in a few interviews. It's already owned
by other people.
The film also currently holds a 8.5 rating on IMDb. I think it's at like 250,000 ratings.
I think that's
which is a good
fair.
bit.
That's about Again, we'll get into that later. But
and it's got an 88 critic score as well, and was also, if you care about Letterboxd at all, we're not a big Letterboxd guys over here, but it was the fastest movie to reach the 1 million watch club. I think that was on its opening weekend that it reached the 1 million watch club. I don't know if people were just throwing ratings on there or what, but that's pretty insane. Also, a film that actually watched recently, Backrooms. A24 is offering its richest director deal ever to 21-year-old director Kane Parsons. The deal is reportedly worth around $65 million over 3 years. Jeez. We're doing sports contracts now for directors.
Hey, did you saw this movie? Did you see the extended cut, the Everything Must Go cut, or did you see?
I just saw the theatrical, the standard cut.
Because they re-released it. Well, not re-released, but they put it, the Everything Must Go version in theaters currently that has, I guess, like more content.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see.
Somebody wants to check that out. It's last I checked, it was still playing.
Yeah, it's a movie, as we always talk about with the Halloween season, that I could see coming back.
There's no way they don't have that in Obsession back in theaters in October.
I feel like they have to.
No way.
I would love to even see, like, which I know it's not Universal, but like a horror night sort of thing for Backrooms, like to go on one of those sets. That would be
oh yeah, it'd be amazing.
Pretty awesome to do. Yeah, to explore. But also Warner Brothers, Universal, and Sony are also, they've been courting Kane Parsons to try to come to their studios. I know the top dogs at Warner Brothers flew out to, I think they said Kane Parsons is currently living at a hotel with his mom and in San Diego or somewhere, or San Francisco. So they flew out to try to get him on board. Him and Curry Barker are definitely like the directors I feel like studios are trying to get into their systems. Bunch of TV show trailers dropped. DC's Green Lanterns, or just Lanterns, but just so people know, it's Green Lantern. The Carrie reboot. Apple TV's Neuromancer, Rings of Power Season 3 trailer, Blade Runner 2099, and Reacher Season 4. So been a ton of TV moves, kind of going from November to January.
When you bring up Reacher, I just saw Alan Ritchson apparently confirms he's in talks with DC about playing a mystery character. So, I don't know. There's no way that's Batman. There's just no way. Surely not.
I don't think so either. I've seen rumors on Batman recently, but I don't know. I'm in the camp that movie is not happening.
I wouldn't be shocked at all. If I was a betting man, which I definitely am, I would put money that it won't happen either. If there was a field out there, some action out there.
I feel like it'd be more likely to have a new Batman for the DCU appear in another property rather than their
cheaper
own.
For them.
Yeah, it makes more sense. It's not as confusing from the regular moviegoer standpoint to have like two Batman movies coming out, and it doesn't oversaturate the IP as much. But
I really don't think. I don't know. I don't really want to get into. This will be like a 3-hour conversation. Yeah, I mostly agree with what you said. I do think it would be better to have him appear in another movie. I think that's probably the best.
Like have them in a Justice League movie, or
if they want to have this DCU become something, that's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah. Also, that Clayface trailer, recently as well and Lanterns coming up.
Scary.
Yeah, I think DC's going to be making some waves. Yeah, I don't either.
Golly.
You saying body horror reminds me, yesterday me and Key were talking about a film that got brought up, The Substance, and she's like, I don't really consider that to be a horror, and I was like, what? That is like straight body horror.
If that isn't horror, I don't want to know what is horror.
Yeah, she's just, I think, a little more desensitized to horror than I am, because that is
me as well, apparently.
That had me wanting to puke.
Yeah, I did not like that movie.
And last thing to what was supposed to be a 2-minute sprint now turned into let's call it a 10-minute sprint.
Yeah, 10 minutes sprint.
That's what I meant to say. A California judge has ordered a temporary halt to the Paramount Warner Brothers merger. State coalition argued the merger would violate federal antitrust laws, leading to higher prices and fewer movies and TV shows. If the deal has not closed by September 30th, Paramount will start to owe, I believe it's $2 million a day to Warner Brothers investors. So $2 million every single day. If
I thought they had a year. I read something about a year.
Yeah, it'll be close to a year from the time that they first got together. I don't know if it is, but that's the deadline.
That's what it would be.
Yeah, okay. September 30th, and every day after that, I think I remember reading it's $2 million a day
every day.
Actually. Yeah. I mean, this kind of goes back to what I said. If I was running Warner Brothers, what I would have done is get all these people like thinking they could buy it, and then purposely hold off the deal to the point that they have to. Like Netflix was apparently when they were going to buy it, if they didn't have the deal closed within like 6 months, they were going to owe like $9 billion. Like just set that up, like do that with Netflix, and then it didn't work. Let's do that with Paramount. Okay, it didn't work. Like just start getting billions and billions of dollars. Yeah, now we're in the clear. I don't know. I could have maybe got sued for that, but I think it would have been smart to do. But yeah, that's pretty much most of the major headlines in the last month or so. What's going on in the film industry and some TV news as well. A lot coming out of Comic-Con here recently. Even like Resident Evil had like a panel at Comic-Con. There was even more stuff that went on overall, but that was probably the biggest news, I feel like. But yeah. Now, if you are ready, we can do our regular segments and then wrap it up with the Odyssey review, which I'm sure we'll have a ton of to talk about with that.
We should, yes.
Would you like to start out with your random recommendations for the audience?
Yeah, I only have really 2. Usually, we have 3.
Yeah.
So the first one is a movie I text you about. It is a recently watched, but Killer Joe.
Oh yeah.
It is. It's a play adaptation, I believe. Starring Matthew McConaughey. Let me pull up the cast. The cast is pretty stacked. It's not a big cast because I think there's maybe like 5 or 6 real main characters. So yeah, it's Matthew McConaughey, Emile Hirsch, Juno Temple, Thomas Hayden Church. That's pretty much it. Like there's a few other like secondary, but it's those main 4. And a girl, Gina Gershon. I think she was from Sopranos, maybe.
I say I'm even seeing the guy that plays a preacher, Charlie Vance. He had one scene in a True Detective season 1 when they were looking for Marie Fontenot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He had one scene, but he did a great job in that.
It is. I had no idea about this movie. I didn't know that it was adapted from a play or anything like that until the end. And I was wondering, this is kind of weird. Like what was going on was weird, but it is kind of like it's kind of a dark. It is a dark comedy. That's what it's listed as. When basically a father and son hire this Texas police detective to kill the boy's mother because she has an insurance policy. Which this is the funniest part. The insurance policy is like $50,000 and they're going to split it. And I'm just thinking in my head, like $25,000, what is that going to do for you? Especially in today's day, like $25K in today's day. Like, yeah, that'll help you out, but like, that's not going to retire you.
It's not life changing.
I don't know. Yeah. It was a crazy, that sum was, but then I remembered this is adapted from a play that was written, I think 20 to 30 years before they made this movie. This movie came out in 2011, by the way, and streaming on, it says Prime Video and Netflix.
Well, if I remember correctly, too, that's a movie that didn't like even feel modern when it came out. Like it felt like it could have taken place like in the 90s or 2000s or something.
It could have, yeah. I mean, they had some newer truck like vehicles, but I don't even think the cell phones. Maybe they were flip phones. They didn't use many phones.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey plays the cop that is hired named Joe Cooper to kill the mother. I don't want to ruin it, so I'll let everybody watch it. But he gets really obsessed with the boy's sister, who I hope is 18 in this movie. I don't know. It was really uncomfortable. Couldn't tell. I'm assuming she is because they both were like older looking. Funny enough, this was directed by, and I think I told you about this, the same guy that directed The French Connection and The Exorcist.
And To Live and Die in L.A., William Friedkin. Yep. That's pretty wild. I remember you saying that about French Connection, and that was a film
I didn't know that. I knew the whole cast, and then I was looking, and I was like, wait a minute.
That name looks familiar.
Yeah, that was, I want to say that was one of his last movies he directed.
Yeah, he passed away in 2023 it's showing. So, born in 1935. It was, he directed a few movies after, but not much.
Looks like a short and then 2 movies I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Which he actually was in The Devil and the Father, Amorth, one of the.
Just as fascinating to me is the writer for the film, Tracy Letts. He's mostly an actor. He played Henry Ford in the Ford versus Ferrari movie, Henry Ford II. He was also in Lady Bird. Like, he's got a bunch of actor credits, but not many writing credits. So that's pretty crazy too.
Yeah, that is. Killer Joe streaming on Prime and Netflix. It's a very odd dark comedy adapted. You could tell it's adapted from a play, like the way the movie plays out.
Mm-hmm.
It is not an NSFW. There's one scene in particular that I mean, if you're uncomfortable with anything sexual with anyone else in the room, don't watch this movie. It's not what you think it is, which makes it even worse. Quite frankly, I don't know. It's strange. That's all I can put it. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie. It's sitting at a 6.7 on IMDb, which is, I don't know, pretty solid, I think, for what this was. That's probably about where I'd put it. Maybe 65 to 66, maybe a little higher. Matthew McConaughey playing a bad guy. Pretty good at it, honestly. Probably should have happened more.
Dark Tower.
Honest. Yeah. Yeah. We don't have to talk about that, but yeah. So much potential there. Great book series. Terrible movie. Terrible. So that's one of my random recs. My other one is something very near and dear to me. If it's not my favorite, it's definitely 1A, 1B favorite TV show of all time. With Justified. Psych.
Yeah. Okay. Psych. Okay. I thought you were saying Justified.
No,
then
Justified.
You were like, Psych. It's actually Psych.
Right. Psych. It's actually Psych.
Great show.
TV series, but I mean, best way to put it is it's a buddy comedy. I've never looked at it like this, but I saw someone the other day say this is basically like a modern day comedy of Sherlock Holmes adaptation, and I could definitely see that. That is
interesting. Yeah.
It's very, I've never once thought of it like that, which is crazy to think. I've never drawn that conclusion, but that's pretty perfect, spot on.
That is spot on.
James Roday Rodriguez and Dulé Hill, who are two friends in their, I don't know, mid to late 20s when the series starts. And James Roday plays Sean Spencer, who acts as a psychic detective, but he's not psychic. He's just very good at deductions thanks to his father's upbringing.
Super perceptive.
His father is Corbin Burnson, who a lot of people would know from early in his career. He was Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, the Major League movies. I think he had a few other things that were bigger before this. This is my favorite work of his, honestly. Psych. He's awesome. Plays Sean's dad. Timothy Omenson.
I always think of him from Psych every time I've ever seen him. Yeah,
he's awesome. Unfortunately, he suffered a stroke after the series, so he was in the first movie. He's been in the movies they made, but not to be able to work in his caliber after the stroke, unfortunately. This Sybil Shepherd is also in it. She plays the mom. She's only in it, I think, a handful of times. Tons and tons and tons of special guests. I won't even go through all of them because it would take me forever to go through. It's insane. It ran from 2006 to 2014. I watched this live on TV weekly.
Back when USA was killing
USA.
it.
USA was the GOAT from 2000 to 2010, 2015. Like they could not be touched.
Burn Notice, White Collar.
Yeah, Royal Pains,
Monk.
Monk's up there. That's one of my top 5 to 10 shows ever as well.
Suits was also starting about that
Suits,
time.
Huge. I recently watched Suits for the first time.
It's crazy how when it came to Netflix, it got like a resurgence. Because I remember Paul watched that show. He's the only other person I knew that him and I both watched that live. That's who got me to watch it. Yeah, very good. Made me want to be a lawyer back when I was like in junior high. But
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Psych, streaming on Prime Video and Peacock, and it says Apple TV. I don't know what that's about. That's weird. I've never seen that.
I still think it's one of the best like chemistry between main actors that I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's the main, like. There's so many quotes from that show that are just hilarious. The way they play off each other.
Yeah.
It's a great. I mean, genuinely an amazing show. I think. Let's see how many episodes there were.
It says 121. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. That is. I recommend watching that ASAP. Like that is one every night. Like when you're eating, you want to watch like perfect show to watch while you're eating because it's engaging, funny, and it has a storyline that, he has a love interest, of course, but it's not your typical like TV show where he meets her and then they're in love and they're together the whole time. It takes several seasons for them to, I don't know, get together, I guess a way to put it.
Really hit it off. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Psych. I cannot recommend that show enough. I own the physical collector's edition. I've never even opened it. It's sitting on my shelf.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably will open it one day once it's eventually not on streaming and I don't have a choice. But yeah. Great. That's my 2 recs. Killer Joe on Netflix and Prime, and then Psych on Prime, I know for a fact. And then it says Peacock/Apple TV. I don't know what that's about. I didn't know they had a thing together. But anyways, that's what I got.
That is weird. Good recommendations. I've got 3 also from recently watched.
Nice.
All 3 were filmed so recently. If people don't know, I've been on Instagram, like posting it. I've been doing like a spin the wheel for like I put 16 different films on there out of the IMDb top 250. I've been trying to power through the films I haven't seen. On that, my next film is The Thing, which, like you said, can't believe I've never seen it before. Can't wait to see it because that Escape from New York was made me a little bit of a John Carpenter fan all of a sudden. So I want to watch more of his stuff. But all 3 of these films are from the top 250 that I've seen, and I would probably have to classify them all as 10 out of 10s for me, which starting to feel like I give that score too easily. But then I remind myself these are like supposed to be the top movies of all time, so no wonder.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah.
They're almost this.
Yeah, all 3 of these amazing films. And whenever we do the recently watched the next episode, I'll go into more of the films because I'd say a little over half of the ones I probably watched about 10 so far, marked off 10 from the top 250, and I'd say about half of them I would say are some of the best movies I've ever seen. Starting out with number 1, Enchantée, aka Incendies is the way it looks like it's spelled. It's a Denis Villeneuve film, directed by him in 2010. Twins journey to the Middle East to discover their family history and fulfill their mother's last wishes. These boy and girl twins, probably in their I'd say like 30s. After their mom passes away, they're each given a letter, enclosed envelope. The sister is supposed to go give the envelope to her father, and that they thought was dead, and the brother is supposed to give his envelope to their brother, which they also didn't know they had a brother. So kind of a search to find them sends them kind of going through their mom's history, which they didn't know a lot about their mom's upbringing in the Middle East, because they're raised in Canada, and then they travel over to it's not Lebanon. It's never said what country it is, but the play that it's based off of was written by a Lebanese writer, and was based off of the civil war that took place in Lebanon. But fantastic film. Has made me fall in love with Radiohead in a way that I never knew I could, just through the opening scene. And I think Radiohead has another song in the movie, but that opening scene of the film, I already had like goosebumps. My jaw hit the floor. I started watching so many interviews from Denis about this film, and many reviews about it. But yeah, it's fantastic. So many emotions I felt throughout this movie. Felt so real, and it'll bend your mind by the end of it, like any Denis film will. I couldn't stop thinking about this movie for like days afterwards. I was telling people at work all about it, because I was like, it's a French film, I guess. Oh, well, not French, but French Canadian, but it's spoken in French for majority of the film. So I know a lot of people don't get into foreign language films, which 2 of mine are foreign language on my random recs. But I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil everything for you, because I know you guys are too I don't know what to call it, but
yeah, right.
You won't put yourself out on a limb enough to watch foreign language, right. But if you can get past the subtitles, man, what a movie, what an experience.
People watch movies with subtitles anyway, so I don't see what the point.
That's what I don't understand. That's my argument every time. Like even Key, she watches everything with subtitles.
90% of people watch subtitles now, so I don't really.
And then they'll complain about subtitles.
Yeah. Yep.
Doesn't make much sense, but yeah, fantastic film, 10 out of 10, one of the best movies I've ever seen for sure. And I can't wait to go back through more of Denis' catalog that I haven't seen after watching this one. But yeah, acting, everything was amazing. Second film, also foreign language, and another one of your favorites, I believe, is The Hunt, which 2012 film starring Mads Mikkelsen. Should have been Dr. Doom. I'll never forget me saying he was my dream cast for Dr. Doom, but they won't, like, he's already been used in the MCU, so they won't recast him, and then Marvel spit in my face with that.
And then they doubles, just an absolute spit to the face.
How about we take the biggest actor from the MCU and then recast him?
We'll just do that.
Can't get over it. Anyways, he stars, it's a Danish film. He stars as a teacher who lives a lonely life, all the while struggling over his son's custody. His life slowly gets better as he finds love and receives good news from his son, but his new luck is about to be brutally shattered by an innocent little lie. Similar to Enchandi, where I felt emotions in The Hunt that I have never felt before. I wanted to yell at my TV so many times, throw something at my TV, grab people by the collar in this movie. And also to the point where, like, same thing where in the end, it just kind of blows my mind with the directions, I guess, that they went with it. It's funny because there are moments where I like laugh in this film, where it's kind of heartwarming at certain moments, but it's also like stomach churning and really gets you thinking a lot. If you I saw somebody say, if you have like a sense of justice, this film will tick you off, and it definitely did that to me.
That's 100% good way to describe this movie.
Yeah, it's a hard
shows
watch.
You how easy it is to destroy someone's life.
Exactly. Yeah.
Without doing very much.
Mads is so good in this movie, man. Especially since he's normally playing like the villain His role in this is completely different than pretty much anything else I've ever seen. Even when he does play like a hero, he's usually like a badass sort of character. And this, he's just like your regular everyday guy. And hearing him speak in his native tongue as well was really great to hear. I thought all the acting was so good in the movie from the whole cast, like top to bottom, even the smaller roles in the film. I think everybody did a fantastic job. Another one where it like feels so real. But yeah, amazing movie. Another one that had me thinking for days and really stuck with me.
The guy that plays Theo in the movie,
yes,
he's in another movie with Mads called
Another Round. Yeah, same director too.
So good. I love that movie.
That's another one I really want to watch.
I'm going to give that as my other random rec. Another Round.
Another Round.
Mads Mikkelsen. Yeah. I don't know what it's streaming on. I'll look, but.
Yeah, Thomas. I meant to say on Sean D's streaming. Actually, all three of these films are streaming on Tubi for whatever reason, and Tubi is a free streaming service, so there's no excuse not to watch these.
Says Another Round is also on Tubi, so
there you go. Everything's on Tubi right now. Don't ask me why.
Yes.
But yeah, The Hunt was fantastic. Really, like, tells a story in a way that you've honestly probably never seen before or never thought about. And yeah, the key, when she got back home, I was still watching it and I was like exhausted with the film in the best way, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't take this anymore. So good.
Right.
I was texting you about it. Yeah, the ending, everything. It's amazing movie. Also 10 out of 10. And my last random recommendation is Paths of Glory, Stanley Kubrick film. I think it's 1958. Let me look it up. Part of his earlier filmography, 1957, starring Kirk Douglas. It's about a colonel who defends 3 of his soldiers in a court-martial after they abandon a suicidal attack. Pretty good way to put it. It's a World War I film that is supposed to be based in France. It was amazing how many countries this was banned in when it first premiered. It was banned in France for, I think, almost like 20 years before people there could watch it. There was a few different countries. I'm trying to remember them all, but where the film was banned in.
Germany?
Maybe, yeah. It's definitely an anti-war film, which is kind of funny how it foreshadows something like Full Metal Jacket years and years before, like a Full Metal Jacket. Right. But and it even has like some of the comedy elements of like a Doctor Strangelove. Also kind of foreshadows that film a bit too. But yeah, it's a fantastic film. I think its take on like different levels of rank and I guess power within the military, which also reflects in the real world. Kirk Douglas being the main star, him being a colonel and kind of like, I guess, middle management, you would call him, in charge of his troops, but also being told what to do by the generals. All the acting in the film is amazing. It's a very short and breezy film, hour 28 minutes long, but has a lot to say. And another film that kind of stays with you afterwards. A lot of people have said, and that was the thing I was thinking about throughout the film, is it's Stanley Kubrick's like most human film, honestly. In other ones, he kind of does like more caricatures, and this one he has a lot to say about just the meaning and significance of a human life. But fantastic movie, and like I said, really short and easy. Has a few scenes that are amazing, and just kind of early on highlight like Kubrick and how amazing of a director that he would become. 1957, black and white, amazing movie. But yeah, also on Tubi.
Showing here, it was banned. The Swiss banned it until 1970. Spain banned it until 1986. France didn't show it until 1975. and the U.S. waited almost a year apparently.
There you go. That's how
Crazy.
much shockwaves it sent, and also too about like the anti-war sentiment, because Kirk Douglas and his character in the film, Colonel Dax, he's a former, well, I guess before the war, he still is when he gets back from the war, I would assume, but he's a criminal lawyer, and so when he chooses himself, like volunteers to defend the three men, his monologues throughout the movie will like shake you to your core, because while these upper management, again, like generals, see like the soldiers as more like cannon fodder and just people to prove a point or to move like pawns on a chessboard, Colonel Dax is the only one that truly cares for them, and tries to shake some sense, I guess, into the generals or the people who are sitting on the board of the court martial. But yeah, it's an amazing movie. Really moved me a lot. Honestly, it was one of those, just like the other two, where when I told you about films that I didn't know much about going in, I knew it was a World War I movie and that was it, like trench warfare. Did not know where it was going at all, so I thought it would just be like a war movie, but it was most definitely more of like an anti-war film. The first act, I guess I would say, takes place in the trenches, and then it kind of spirals from there. But amazing overall, the acting in the film, amazing. Yeah, it has some great moments, and one scene in particular is very dark and hard to watch. And again, going back to The Hunt, with having like a sense of justice, it will irk you a lot, make you want to again start screaming at the TV.
Right.
But yeah, amazing movie. Of course, Stanley Kubrick. I keep using the word amazing, but it's a 10 out of 10. Also, all three of these films for me, and all films that I'm better for having watched now and have a lot to say in them. I'm starting to realize a lot of these movies on the top 250 are harrowing films that again don't leave you easily. Yeah, make me feel a bit too much of things, but yeah, just so much to get out of each one of these. And like I say, even Paths of Glory being a film that's almost 70 years old at this point, it still has so much to say to the world nowadays, and again about the power of humanity, and also how it's just used by a lot of people as if it's nothing. I just did not expect Kubrick to have like that emotional of a film in his catalog. And again, it kind of hits like a tipping point for him, where from then on out, he's seen as like the guy and like an auteur rather than just another director. But yeah, I know there was a few different trivia facts on the film. I was trying to remember one of them that were mostly, it was like what you went into about how it was banned in different countries. That was what I found to be probably the most fascinating about it, because what does that say about those countries? But yeah,
right.
Encendies, it's spelled Incendies. Denis Villeneuve film, The Hunt, starring Mads Mikkelsen, and Paths of Glory, starring Kirk Douglas. It's funny, when Key walked through while I was watching it, she's like, "Is that Michael Douglas?" I was like, "It is his dad," which they do favor each other a lot.
They do look very much alike.
He's not that old to where he's starring as an adult in a 1957 film, but he's older.
Yeah, golly.
But yeah, all great films.
They do look alike.
Yeah, they definitely fit. You could tell that's his dad for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so moving on to higher or lower. Actually, let's save that for right before the draft, or before the draft. That way we know who does what. Do you want to do blind draft real quick?
Yep. Yeah, we can do that. Let me get my notepad up here. I'll give you yours first.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Delete that off. Well, I gave myself Actually, go ahead and give me mine.
Okay, that works.
Because I'm going to change something up.
All right.
Wow.
All right, 7 films here for you. Let's start out with Get Out.
I already hate this. What I think this will be. 5.
5, okay. Second film, Midsommar.
Oh gosh. 6.
6, okay. Third film, Nosferatu.
Number 1.
Number 1?
Yep.
Not even hesitation there.
No, not a close chance.
Fourth film, Weapons.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Ugh, I don't want to watch it again though.
Fifth, The Menu.
2.
Okay.
Gosh, I love that film.
Sixth, The Substance.
7.
7.
I don't care. I can't. I'll never watch that movie again. I can't do it.
And last one is actually a TV show.
Gets in the 4th slot. Oh
Widow's
no,
Bay.
you're a clown. I knew what it was before you said anything.
Oh, I was gonna say it before The Menu, but I was like, I think he'll probably throw The Menu at number 2.
My list. Here's what I would put. Here, if my list would change, this is what I would do. I would keep Nosferatu 1, and then I would put Widow's Bay at 2, and then slide everything down. Menu 3, and then the rest towards.
Yeah.
Honestly, after the top 4, I could care less.
Yeah, I figured probably Midsommar and The Substance would be lower for
both
you.
Those could be 7.
Yeah, I thought about substituting. Excuse my dog. I'm sorry for him in the background. I was gonna throw maybe Obsession in for something, but I wanted to put a couple in there that I knew you would be rating lower. Yeah, I'll have to throw that in on another list at some point. But yeah, good gosh, there better be the sea hag at my door. The way he's barking.
You better hope it ain't.
What is he losing his mind over? I don't get it.
All right.
Okay.
I think I got what I want to do for you. Let me have it right here. Yep. All right. Number 1, or first up for you. Not your number 1.
Golly.
Royal Pains.
Oh. Is this about to be USA only?
I don't know, man.
I'll go 5.
Let me put your numbers up so I can keep up with that.
I feel like just because you already mentioned Psych, so now it's already on my mind.
Next up, Nip Tuck.
Nip Tuck. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to go with 7 for that, just because I haven't seen it.
Oof, it's a great show.
Is it? Okay. I didn't really know
watched it
anything
way
about
too
it.
young, probably. But used to come on late on FX.
Oh, FX. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the main actor from it? Dr. whatever his name is?
ER.
ER? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All medical dramas?
Yeah. Now you got it.
Never seen ER either. I'm not that well versed in medical TV shows. 4?
Okay. ER at 4.
Yeah, sure.
I used to be. ER was huge back in the day.
I know it's a huge thing.
That's crazy.
By Royal Pains, I think I watched like the first and second season or something like that back when it came out.
Yeah.
But I've never been like a medical drama television show. I haven't even watched The Pit, which is probably one of the biggest shows right now.
I didn't put The Pit on this list just because it's new, and I knew for a fact you hadn't watched it because you hadn't mentioned it.
Yeah.
I probably knew you didn't watch ER either, but I wanted to throw that in there because the cast on that was just truly insane.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are. It's kind of like Law and Order, where a lot of actors come from ER.
The writers wrote. One of the writers, I don't know if he's a writer, but he helped with the show. Was Michael Crichton, the guy that wrote Jurassic Park
Oh wow,
books? It's random. I don't know.
that is random. Yeah.
He wrote a lot of other books besides Jurassic Park. They were actually really good. But anyways, all right. Right now you got ER 4, Royal Pains 5, and Nip Tuck 7. So 1 through 3, and then number 6 open. Next up, you have MASH.
Is this a safe space?
It is for me.
I've honestly never seen MASH either.
Like any of it? Like never watched an episode?
I think I may have seen like part of an episode.
Right. I think I've seen like bits and pieces of episodes. It used to be on TV. What was it? TV Land?
Yeah, TV Land. It still comes on
still
there.
Around?
Yes. Key and I actually watched that a good bit. She got me into the old Zorro TV show through TV Land. Good. I love that show. I was like, I didn't even know this existed. I grew up and I was, for whatever reason, like a major Zorro fan. Used to dress up as him for Halloween, and every time I had a stick in my hand, I mean, that was before.
Those movies are so cool.
Yeah,
so cool.
Again, that came out like when I was a child, and I vividly remember
I used to watch that on TNT all the time.
Yeah, when I used to go out in the yard and I'd get like a sharp stick in my hand and I'd start carving like a Z, like slash a Z into the tree. Like I really was obsessed over Zorro. And the fact they may make a Django Zorro film, come on, like you couldn't give me a movie anymore.
That's another good talking point for a show, a pod, maybe.
Yeah, I would love that.
We need to have a pod soon where we just talk about future, not just future movies, but potential movies that are not even confirmed.
Yeah, and I know
that could take like 8 hours.
I know a segment that I would love to do that you've talked about before is movies that we would like to see made, whether it's like ideas that we have or.
I've been thinking about that for a long time since we talked about the other day. But
Static Shock, anyway, number 1.
Static Shock, great show.
Wish that was on here.
All right, so 1 through 3 is open for you. Next up,
no, I have
Scrubs.
MASH at 3. I have 1, 2, and 6.
3. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Scrubs is up next.
Oh God, I've seen very little of this show as well. I knew this was going to be on the list.
Or they did already, I guess.
2.
Okay.
I'm just shooting in the dark. This is completely blind draft here.
Love it.
It's Matt Murdock blind.
All right, 1 and 6.
I mean, the good thing is I won't feel bad about any of these rankings because
it's true. It's true. Grey's Anatomy.
Got 6.
Good choice. House is number 1 for you.
Oh, okay. The one that I have seen. Let's go. It all worked out.
Best medical show of all time. It's not even close.
I love
it. Literally
House.
runs circles around Grey's Anatomy.
I love House. My sister,
not
when she was going,
one of the best medical, but one of the best TV shows of all time.
Yeah, for sure. My sister, when she was going through medical school, she talked about how like obsessed she was watching House when she was like studying for exams. Hugh Laurie. I mean, that's again going back to chemistry. And when we were talking about USA earlier, I forgot to mention House. Like, golly, man, that was such a good show.
There is on YouTube. There are, if you're a fan of House on YouTube, there are bloopers of the two of Cuddy and the main girl from the first few seasons. I can't remember her name.
Dr. Allison Cameron?
Okay. Cameron. Really called her Cameron. But anyways.
Oh, yeah, and Olivia Wilde is in it. I keep forgetting that.
Oh, not her. I wouldn't forget her. So there's bloopers from Cuddy and Cameron, like when they were shooting a scene, but they are talking like how they think House would have them talk. So they're talking like super enunciated, like, oh my God, like that. It is so funny. So if anybody's got time on YouTube to look that up and you like House, it's super funny. It's just them acting out scenes, talking like how they think House would make them talk to each other. It's great.
That's awesome.
Great.
I'm glad that ended up at number 1 for me because again, that's the only one of these that I've actually watched.
Great number 1.
Yeah. I guess I'm not mad at my list, but again, I mean, I don't even know about most of them. So, well, like Nip Tuck, I don't know anything
You
about.
know what it is, but you never watched it.
Yeah, Royal Pains, I barely remember. Like when you said that brought back memeries because I haven't even thought about that show since I watched it. Yeah,
Royal
like
Pains,
I've heard of all these shows, but
I watched all of Nip Tuck. I watched all of House. I watched all of. I think that's it. All the things I watched all of.
I know ER went on for like ever.
15 years.
Yeah,
I just looked it up because I was wondering. That's so long.
331 episodes. It's like an anime.
Yeah. I mean, what's Law and Order up to? SVU, good lord.
Oh, I don't even.
I'm going to look that up. It's been going on. It's been on in 99. That's 26 years, 27 years.
Golly.
That's insane.
602 episodes for SVU.
Oh.
The One Piece of daytime television.
Hey, dude, that's not even half of One Piece.
That's not even a third of One Piece, I don't think.
No, it is. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
I would say you'd be the one to know. I don't really know.
One Piece is popping off right now, though.
Oh,
but
I'll have to catch up sometime, a few years from now.
One day.
Yeah. If they ever come out with the neural link and I can like download a show in my head, that would be the first one I would probably download. Would be One Piece.
They have One Piece, which is
cuts out all the filler.
Yeah, well, it cuts out. Yeah, it cuts out the scenes where they just kind of stand and stare for a while, like all animes when they're fighting and all that other crap. It pretty much just skips through anything that isn't dialogue or very important.
Gives you the meat.
Still doesn't save you a lot of time, but it saves you some.
I wonder how it's kind of ironic for somebody to create that to save time. I wonder how long that took them to do
to make that. Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question.
That's like
maybe there's a program. Commitment. I hope for their sake.
Yeah, if AI were to be used for anything, it should be for that. Yeah. I'm currently, speaking of anime, I don't know if I mentioned in the last episode, but Hunter x Hunter, you've got me into that, and I'm about 65 or so episodes in. Yeah. Enjoying it. So I'm about halfway through it, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's a good watch for like 100 episodes, and it's pretty engaging throughout. So.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I don't know really what I would change. I definitely have House at number one, and the rest of them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you got the number one spot the best, at least in our opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have Grey's Anatomy number one, and I guess I understand that. I don't agree with it at all.
Strictly off of principle, I probably would have put Grey's Anatomy at 7, but.
Yeah, correct. I would actually boycott it and not put it on the list.
It's at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
but must be doing something right. Then keep going.
Yeah, I know it's mega popular. Maybe I'm just a hater. I mean, that's probably true.
I don't know. Have you ever watched that at all?
No.
Or know anything about it?
No. I mean, I know like all the, I guess the pet names or whatever you want to call it for like the doctors and stuff. But
I didn't realize how like serious that show got. Like there was like an active shooter one time. He like shot a bunch of people.
Speaking of that, have you seen?
I was like, "What in the world?
What show was it that John Oliver has been on recently?" God, the guy from Weekend Update, or not Weekend Update. What is it called? His show, Last Week Tonight. He was in
a show recently.
Yes, he's been in like a show as like a serious actor. But it's hilarious, dude. Like his General Hospital is what he's been.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Okay.
There was like a active shooter situation going on, and he's like getting off a helicopter on the property, and he's walking by all these like semi-dead bodies, and he's just capping each one of them. It is wild. Like it's like a fever dream in the scenes that I've seen him in.
And it's not a comedy.
It's not a comedy. Like in one of them, the scenes is like a woman in his office, because I think he's supposed to be like the head of like the hospital or maybe like the chain of hospitals. But she's like, "I want to see my son," and he's like, "Well, that's against the law." And she's like, something. She says something back to him, and he like slaps her across the face or something. He's like, "Get it together." Like his acting is so hilarious and dry, and I don't even know. Like, you have to look this up, man. It is.
Hold on. Is he the active shooter?
No, it's
so
like
who's
he
he
pulls
shooting?
up on site. There's all these people with like ARs that
Oh,
are
so
laying
it's like
on the ground.
it's like multiple people shooting up the hospital.
Yes, he like arrives
Oh, okay.
after the shooting, and a bunch of people are already lying on the ground, and people are like trying to crawl to their weapon, and he's just like headshot, headshot.
Okay.
And then one person he like
Now
kicks
I'm
over,
following.
and he's like, "Tell me what I want to know."
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to watch this.
I'd say you have got to look up the clips because they are.
I see here he's in 3 episodes.
They're genuinely like hilarious, just from the situations he's in and his acting in them.
Well, his character name is Z, just the letter.
Just the letter Z.
Yes, that's it.
It's made me want to check out.
Do you want to guess how many episodes General Hospital has?
Oh God, 1,000.
14,000.
14,000 or 1,400?
14,034. 14034.
What? Oh my gosh, that's like a crime against humanity.
Now listen to this. This is what the funniest part to me. It has 345 wins and 835 nominations. It's only been nominated for 1 Emmy.
Oh no.
That's brutal.
I'm looking up right now. Days of Our Lives, 15,431 episodes.
Yeah, I knew they'd be up.
I was just thinking, like, that's got to be even more.
14. I didn't know General Hospital been doing that.
What's crazier to me, General Hospital 1963 it started. Oh, Days of Our Lives 1965. So they started about the same time. Golly.
Rachel Ames. Listen to this. Rachel Ames started on this show in 1964. And this can't be right.
She's in every season since?
She died. Oh, no, she's not dead. Sorry, Rachel. No. Oh, yeah. It's on me. She's still alive. She started on that show she worked until 2018.
On that show?
She was in 2,800 episodes.
Oh my gosh.
As an RN. Currently, the guy with the most credits is Maurice Bernard, who started in 1993. He's in 37, almost 3,800 episodes.
Golly. I hope John Oliver's in that many.
If that's what he's doing, I do too. So this is a soap opera. Okay.
Yeah, it's a soap opera, but his acting, like I said, you have got to look up these clips after the episode because they have made me laugh out loud.
I'm going, once we get off here, that's honestly the first thing I'm going to do.
It's a fever dream. It truly is.
Oh my gosh.
Man. Anyways.
Whatever. Okay. Sorry for everybody for that.
Yeah, I had to take that trip. Who would have thought we'd be talking about General Hospital on Holy Flick?
Sorry, Rachel Ames, you are not dead. She's isn't dead, but she is 98 years old currently.
Oh, wow.
So good for you, Rachel.
When's her birthday?
June something, I think is what it was. I'm off the screen now.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
Rachel Ames.
Rachel Ames.
Yeah.
2,800 credits.
Thank you for all that you've given to television.
I'm going to assume you weren't in anything else. I don't know how you were.
November 2nd is her birthday.
Okay, so she'll be
99.
I'm not 99.
Wait, no. 1929 she was born, so she'll be 97. 97. 97.
I don't like math.
We'll celebrate her birthday.
Yes, I'm gonna pour one out for her, even though she's still alive, obviously.
The aim of the state will be suing.
Yes.
She's probably got a bag
she's probably got a lot of money. Please don't sue us.
Oh,
she got the General Hospital money.
General Hospital money. Oh, that's how I'm gonna start referring to somebody who's well off now. They got that General Hospital money.
They're rolling on that General Hospital money. That's crazy.
Definitely not a beggar.
No.
Yeah. I forgot to say, quote of the pod. Get these beggars out of here. Plate liquors.
Plate liquor. That's worse, I think.
I thought that was crazy. When he said that, I was like, can you say that? I don't know. Never even heard that term before, but can you say it?
I love that the guy was like, you just struck a beggar and he's like, okay, I don't care.
Yeah. Okay, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What you gonna do about
it again?
Yeah. Starts kicking them. Yeah. Okay. On to our last two segments before we get to the Odyssey finally. Both our next segments also sponsored. Next segment is Higher or Lower, sponsored by All Pro Pressure Washing. Mackenzie Etheridge's All Pro Pressure Washing specializes in residential and commercial beautification and offers free quotes with their services. You can call 931-209-6094. That is 931-209-6094. And get your free quote to turn your property from grit and grime to sparkle and shine. All Pro Pressure Washing. Thank you for sponsoring Higher or Lower. I feel like I'm doing like what those like nighttime commercials,
radio or the infomercials.
Infomercials. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing those now. Somebody hire me, please.
Hey, if we get as popular as some of those did, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for sponsoring Higher or Lower. Again, that's All Pro Pressure Washing. Anybody needing pressure washing for their house or business, he's the man to call.
Free quotes.
Free quotes. Free quotes. So even if you don't want to do business, just call them up and waste his time. I'm just kidding, but please don't do that. Don't do that to our sponsor. But yes, on to Higher and Lower.
I'm gonna let you go first this time. Maybe that'll change your luck.
Please let me.
I got your first match. There's no way you're going 0 for 0 here. Well, if you do, then I'll probably just get off the pod forever.
Okay, well that puts some pressure on me.
Fast and Furious 2009. So not
the Fast and the Furious. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Not
well,
Fast
it just
and
says
Furious,
Fast and Furious.
It's supposed to be the Fast and the Furious. You know how they do with their titles.
Yeah. Versus Spotlight 2015.
Spotlight.
Film. Great film.
Great film.
8.1. I wish, man, Spotlight should have a way higher than 8.1. 6 point
Great
something
cast.
for Fast and Furious. Here we go. All right. 8.1 versus Dumbo 2019, not the original.
I know what you meant. The Tim Burton Dumbo.
I forgot this even existed, if I'm being honest.
Like most Disney live action remakes.
Yes.
Spotlight.
Correct. Spotlight. I think Dumbo actually lost to Fast and Furious, which is hilarious. 6.2 Dumbo. I hate saying that. Versus Rain Man.
Rain Man. I may actually have
flat.
a shot.
Wow.
May have a shot going first in this draft now.
This one's interesting. I know what the answer is, but I'm curious to see how close it is. Rain Man with a flat 8 versus How to Train Your Dragon live action 2025.
Rain Man, but I'm gonna say like a 7.6.
Yeah, I'm wondering
maybe
7.7 for Dragon. I knew it'd be closer than people would think. That movie was good. We went and saw that in theaters.
Kind of crazy to say that out loud. Rain Man and How to Train Your Dragon live action neck and neck.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, it is. It is very crazy. I'm interested to see the score for this one because I don't actually know it. How to Train Your Dragon 7.7 versus V for Vendetta.
Oh.
I don't really know what V for Vendetta is, to be honest with you.
You don't know that movie? Natalie Portman?
I don't know what the score is. No, I've seen the movie. Yeah.
I was going to say, one of the best films on Revolution and Anarchy.
Absolutely.
Golly, man. I think this is going to be really close.
I'm very curious how this movie will be graded.
I'm gonna go with V for Vendetta. I'm going to say like a higher 7.
8.1.
8.1.
So, yeah. 8.1 versus Easy A, starring Emma Stone. Great, one of the greatest of our time.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, one of the best actresses of our time. Which for some reason Paul Patrick takes beef with that.
Yeah, well,
a lot of.
I don't even want to get started on Paul Patrick right now.
Let's not even talk about his Pedro Pascal take.
Yeah, let's not.
V for Vendetta.
7 flat for Easy A, by the way. So you win. You move on. 7 flat versus Ice Age, the first one, original. Apparently, they're making another one of those, by the way.
What?
Mm-hmm. They previewed it at when we went to see Moana, unfortunately.
I feel like I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna lose this.
I don't know, honestly. In my head, I know it should be Ice Age.
I could see.
I do anywhere. Like Easy A is a pretty solid movie, though.
I could see Ice Age being anywhere from like a 6.5 to like a 7.5. Like I really don't know.
I think Ice Age is either a 7.2 or a 6.8. I don't know why. I don't know. We could both be.
This is tough.
Yeah, this one's a lot closer than people would think, or maybe not think. Maybe common folk would be nailing this.
I think I'm gonna go with Ice Age. I want to say Easy A, but
I say 7.5 on the dot.
Oh, let's go. Okay. I really
7.5.
didn't know. Like I said, anywhere from 6.5 to 7.5. I didn't know.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, right.
I love that movie growing up, but I don't know how people actually feel about that movie.
I don't either. It's been so long. 2002 is when it came out.
Golly.
7.5 versus The Social Network.
The Social Network.
Barely 7.8.
Really? I thought that was like.
Thought that would be at least an 8.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Social Network 7.8 versus Donnie Darko. Probably one of my least favorite Jake movies. I'm not a fan of this.
I want to say Donnie Darko is higher.
Going with that.
Yeah.
8 flat.
That's what I thought.
I don't really like that film, honestly.
I'm okay with it. I mean,
I get what it is, and it's cool, but it's not like the cult following it has. It's just not deserved, I don't think. But
yeah, people that love that movie are like obsessed with that movie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jake's a stud, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Donnie Darko flat 8 versus Pan's Labyrinth 2006.
I just watched this film.
I don't think I've seen that movie before.
That was one of the ones I spun on the wheel for. That would also be like on my random Rex for sure. I can't wait to talk about that on the next episode. Yeah, it's really good. And again, another movie that I thought I knew what it was about, but I definitely did not. Pan's Labyrinth. I think it's 8.2.
I think it's probably right. Yep, 8.2.
Let's go.
Just ekes by Donnie Darko. Oh, this movie is something I want to talk about on a pod sometime. Just the effect it had and how I don't know how big it was. Just crazy. Pan's Labyrinth 8.2 versus Jaws.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What a poster! All-time poster, really.
Yeah, all-time poster.
I mean, it has to be top 5 at least.
One of my favorite moments in Back to the Future 2 was Jaws coming out of the Jaws 4D or 3D or whatever that thing was.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
This is tough. I think I go Pan's Labyrinth still. I could be wrong.
I can see Jaws being 8.1.
I think 7.9 maybe, or an 8.0 or
8.1 Jaws. I was right.
Oh, you were right.
I can't believe it.
Oh wow.
I'm not sure how to say this movie, but Jaws 8.1. I think is it Black Klansman? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yes, Black Klansman.
Yeah. So many. I always see the KKK thing, but
yeah,
Black drag that out.
Klansman. Yeah.
Anyways, 8.1 versus Black Klansman. Adam Driver had some
Jaws.
fun in that movie.
Yeah, I was thinking about like Robert Pattinson in Odyssey.
7.5 for Klansman. You move on. Oh God. Here, up next, it takes on a movie I saw and was just like at the ending, just like what the heck. 7.5 versus The Mist, 2007.
Oh,
you ever seen it?
I have not. I've heard many things about it. I get it mixed up because there's like a movie called like The Fog.
Yeah, where they're on a ship.
I guess I haven't seen either
I know
one.
What you're talking
it's just
about.
It's a movie I get mixed up with many other movies.
The ending of that movie is just crazy twist.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's a fun watch till the end.
I'll go
7.5 versus The Mist is what you're trying to
Black Klansman.
I think that's probably gonna win. Surely to gosh. Yep, 7.1 for The Mist.
Okay.
You should be able to move on from here. The Mist 7.1 From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, should I be able to move on? From Dusk Till Dawn, I think, but I don't know that.
I don't know. I'm just thinking that maybe you remember seeing the score one time and it's just burned in your memory.
I feel like it's like a.
I know what movie I would pick.
7.3.
As what it's better, but
I think
It's
I go
got to be
from
higher
dusk
than
till dawn.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think maybe even like a 7.2. I go from dusk till dawn, but
There's one reason Dusk Till Dawn should win just alone. It's at the beginning. But anyways,
I don't
Dusk Till
know.
Dawn.
Yeah, Dusk Till
Final
Dawn.
answer.
Yeah. It's the final answer.
7.2.
See, I said I think it's a 7.2.
Ooh, there's a good movie that I haven't watched in a long time. I'll watch sometime soon. 7.2 versus Hellboy, the first one.
First one, Hellboy.
2004. Sorry, you mean Heck Boy?
Yes. Heck boy. I forgot all about that.
Wait, what'd you pick?
Hellboy or Heck Boy.
You lost, brother.
What? Is it a 7 flat?
6.9.
What?
6.9. Yep.
I thought it was higher. I thought it was like a 7.3 or 4. Is it Hellboy 2 that's higher rated, I think?
It might be the Golden Army.
It's 7.0. Dang. That's kind of low rated.
Yeah, I think the original is awesome.
6.9. Man,
I didn't really like the second one that much, honestly.
Yeah, the second one I remember
As much.
Is
I still liked it. I just like it as much.
like, for instance, first one's 6.9 and a 72 critic score. The second one 7.0, which, you know, about on par, but a 78 critic score.
Right.
It's been a long time since I watched those movies. Wow, I thought they were a little bit higher rated than that, but I guess I got to go out sometime.
Honestly. 14 was what you ended on.
14? Okay. Not as much as I did my second go around last time, but
yeah. But you didn't get knocked out.
at 0. That's all that matters.
0.
Better
Yeah,
than
that's
0. All right, you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, one of my favorite films, personally, Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance versus Godzilla versus Kong.
Birdman.
I figured so.
I like Godzilla versus Kong.
7.7, Godzilla versus Kong 6.3. Birdman versus, I don't know this movie. It says Hachi, A Dog's Tale, but it also looks like it's a foreign film because the actual title says Hachiko. I don't know.
Well,
this.
let's see.
It's a true story of faith and undying love. Again, looks like a man and his dog. So I don't know.
Well, last time I went on a limb for foreign film, I got destroyed.
It was like a five
mightily. Yeah. You know what?
Birdman.
Just do it. We'll go with Hachiko.
You want
Why
to?
not?
You want to?
Yeah,
Try?
who
You
cares?
just said.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Lightning can't strike twice.
8.1 Hachiko.
Let's
takes
go.
out Birdman.
What is that movie?
I don't know.
What is that movie?
2009 Hachi, A Dog's Tale. This time it did you right. Okay, so 8.1 Hachi or Kill Bill Volume 2.
Hachi.
Oh. Kill Bill Volume 2, 8.0. You got it by a point.
God,
0.1.
I did not think. I would think like the first one would be really high, and then that one would be kind of drop off.
Okay. Oh, this is also tough. You got back-to-back tough ones here. 3 tough ones.
Yeah.
Kill Bill Volume 2 at a 8.0 or Scarface, 1983.
I'm just gonna go. I feel like it's got to be Scarface. Right?
I'm thinking Scarface too.
If it loses to Kill Bill Volume 2, then holy smokes!
I'm thinking 8.2 or 8.3. Scarface, 8.3.
Yeah, isn't that on the top 250 list? Surely.
I think so. Yes. I'm not the biggest Scarface guy myself, but
I mean, it's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's like a end all be all or anything, but
yeah. Scarface 8.3 or Iron Man 3.
Scarface.
Okay, Scarface. Iron Man 3 7.1.
That's higher than I thought it would be.
Iron Man 3 7.1. Top Gun Maverick.
I don't know. Is it 7.1 you said?
Oh, 7.1. Yeah, I mean I said 7.3.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Top Gun then. I bet that's like an 8.
Top Gun Maverick 8.2.
Oh wow, is that higher than the original? I bet it is.
It is, I believe. I think the original is like a 7.9. Top Gun Maverick 8.2, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Or the Philosopher's Stone over in
depending on where you live.
Yeah, over in the UK.
So I gotta beat. It's a 8.2. 3, you said?
8.2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Top Gun.
Okay.
I don't think anything. Well, I mean, I guess some of the Harry Potters might have dipped into an 8. I don't know.
Sorcerer's Stone 7.7. Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone 7.7 or Aliens plural 1986.
Oh gosh, I don't remember which one's which. 1986. 7.7.
Yeah.
I'll say Aliens. I say it's probably like an 8.
Yeah, that's a good choice. I think.
Is that?
8.
I'm trying to think of which one that is.
8.4. I knew it was in like the top 100.
That's the one when she uses the big walker thing, I think.
Is this
like
a safe space?
Yellow... Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Never seen it.
I'm pretty sure that's the one where she uses the big walker mech suit thing. Anyways, doesn't matter. Go ahead.
I've only seen part of the first Alien, and then I've seen the newer ones.
Scary.
Yeah. Aliens. Yeah. What are you talking about?
The show.
The show? Yeah.
Yeah.
Aliens 8.4 or Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones.
8.4 Aliens.
Yeah, I figure. Unless there's been some
has to be.
Something going on. Attack of the Clones 6.6. Ooh, this might be interesting, maybe. Attack of the Clones 6.6 or Twilight.
Just the first one?
Yeah, the first Twilight.
Oh. I feel like it's going to beat 6.6. Well, I don't know. I feel like that's one of those that gets just review bombed.
I could see like high fives.
I've never seen those movies at all.
I've seen the first one.
I'll say 6 points, whatever before
Attack
that.
the Clones 6.6.
Might be a tie. I don't know.
Attack the Clones 6.6. Twilight 5.4.
Good
choice.
Oh my gosh! Really?
Yes.
Golly.
Twilight.
Fans do not like that.
5.4 or The Matrix 1999, the original.
Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix.
If that loses, I'm probably never gonna watch another movie again.
8.7. This will also be an easy
one. Yeah,
one.
it won. How many Oscars that won? Multiple Oscars.
I think so. I think like best director, best special effects.
Yeah.
It is like it's one of my 10 out of 10s.
It's definitely worth a 10 out of 10. Revolutionary movie.
Yeah, the action, like it still holds up with the action even to today.
Yes.
Like I thought, like it's gonna be outdated, and I remember watching that film with my dad. Like this movie is awesome.
Yes, this is so cool.
The Matrix 8.7 or The Expendables 2.
Okay. You don't have to ask.
I must say, I mean, that was one I was gonna click
the Matrix,
for you.
Yeah. I do like the Expendable movies as a fun popcorn movie, though.
I did like the second one, bringing in Chuck Norris. Cool. Expendables 2 6.6 or Avatar The Way of Water.
Oh, this might be one of Avatar the Cameron one.
Yeah, James Cameron, The Way of Water, the second one, which I actually liked a whole lot myself.
Well, I'm gonna go with Avatar. I was thinking
Avatar,
other Avatar with the bald-headed arrow.
Yeah, Last Airbender.
Yeah.
7.5 Way of Water versus The Mummy. 1999, not the Tom Cruise, the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
Well, that one's a little tough. Great movie. 7 points. What do I have to be?
7.5. 7.5.
7.5. Oh, might be out here. I don't really know. I'll stick with Avatar, I guess.
Avatar, probably the smart choice.
It might be close.
The Mummy. Oh wow, 7.1 on The Mummy.
Oh, wow.
7.1 The Mummy versus Jojo Rabbit. And you said I scored 14, is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so this is to win right here.
Wait, 7.1 versus Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah, versus Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, sorry, you're out, brother. That's Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah. Jojo Rabbit 7.9.
Great movie.
Jojo Rabbit 7.9 versus Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Figured. It's Casablanca 8.5 versus, my gosh.
Oh no.
Now you see me, now you don't. 2025.
Oh, Casablanca. That movie was terrible. I hate to say it. It was so bad.
It's a
I was so
5.9. 5.9.
And that's being nice, honestly.
Yeah, almost a 6.
I should go back and change my score on that. It was not good.
5.9 versus Weapons.
Oh, Weapons.
Yeah, I mean, these are just like
Right now
layup
I'm
after
getting
layup.
softballs. Yeah.
Weapons 7.4 versus Justice League 2017. I'm assuming, since it's not saying Zack Snyder's Justice League,
It's not
that this
black
is
and white,
the
and it shouldn't
it's
be,
not
is
black
it?
and white.
So I'm gonna stick with Weapons then.
Okay, Weapons 7.4.
Josh Whedon, you're a cancer.
Justice League 6.0. Justice League 6.0 versus Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet Society.
Golly, I mean, I don't even feel like I need
Yeah,
to
now I'm
ask
just
these.
getting. Yeah, now. I might just miss one on purpose.
Oh, I don't know. This could be interesting.
Okay.
Dead Poet Society 8.1 versus the original Aladdin, 1992.
Oh. I'll stick with
know.
Dead Poets, but I feel like you're right. This could be the end for me.
I think I would
close.
also pick Dead Poet Society. Oh,
What was it?
It was Dead Poet Society at 8.1. Aladdin has an 8.0.
Oh my gosh.
8.0. Oh wow. Now we're getting gritty here. 8.0 Aladdin versus Goodwill Hunting.
It could be this could be a tie, or
I
I
think
lose
this
by one.
might be a tie. I really do,
I'm gonna
but I
say
don't know.
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah. I'm either tying or losing.
Goodwill Hunting 8.3. Good choice.
Oh,
Good
wow.
choice.
I really thought that was going to be closer.
What is it with this franchise making its way into this game? Goodwill Hunting 8.3 versus the first Expendables.
Goodwill Hunting. Yeah, what is going on?
I don't know.
Expendables
They're really trying to push the
likes this game.
Expendables.
They want us to watch this, apparently. Plugging it.
Expendables 6.4 versus Armageddon. Bruce Willis. This could be
Armageddon.
close.
Yeah, I don't know. I might lose. I'm going to say Armageddon. I don't know.
Armageddon 6.7. So you're in the clear. You're on 24 right now.
Let's go.
Oh, what an interesting movie to bring up here. Armageddon 6.7 or El Camino, a Breaking Bad story. Jesse Pinkman.
Jeez Louise. I just said 6, 7.
6, 7. Yeah. 6, 7.
No.
Versus El Camino.
I'll go El Camino, maybe. I don't know.
I think you're right. El Camino 7.3. El Camino 7.3 versus, speaking of Stanley Kubrick, Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange.
Well, probably my favorite of his filmography. 8.2. 8.2. Oh, okay. 8.2, A Clockwork Orange versus 127 Hours. James Franco.
Oh. I'm going to stick with Clockwork, but I might lose here, actually.
A Clockwork Orange 8.2, 127 Hours, 7.5. A little lower than I thought it was.
Yeah, I would have thought an 8 flat.
7.5 versus Men in Black 2.
7.5. Man, that's tough. I really like those movies. Hello?
Hello. Oh, I didn't know if you are you taking?
Yeah,
7.5.
7.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
7.5.
I thought you were contemplating. 7.5.
No.
Okay. Men in Black 2, 6.2. Okay. I didn't know. Golly, now we're back to softballs. Men in Black 2, 6.2, or The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Okay, yeah, figured. 8.8. 8.8, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly versus Alita Battle Angel. Can I just go ahead and pick it for you?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Let me go ahead and click it. Alita Battle Angel 7.3 versus 28 weeks later, 2007.
Oh, Alita.
I'm figuring that too. 28 weeks later, 6.8. 6.8, 28 weeks later versus The Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
You may be set. You've already set a record. Your personal record. You've beaten it now.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're at 32. Your high score before this was 29. So all up from here.
Okay.
Oh, Pursuit of Happiness 8.0 versus Castaway.
I'm gonna stick with Pursuit of Happiness. I think I might be losing here.
I think that's smart. I would do the same thing. Castaway 7.8. Pretty close. Pretty close.
Yeah, it was. Castaway
versus The Lion King. The original Lion King.
Okay. Castaway.
Castaway? Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Lion King 8.5.
Oof. Brutal.
That's why I was about to click Lion King for you, because I thought you were like, okay, yeah, Lion King. All right. 33 was your score. Final score first, or your high score set. So.
Do it.
Nice.
Feels good.
33 to
14.
14
in there for me.
Yeah, there was a few tough ones, but some softballs as well. Yeah. So Seth's the winner. So you get the first pick in. We're doing today the Will Ferrell draft. I should have said that at the beginning of the episode. And just once again, thank you to Mackenzie Etheridge's All Pro Pressure Washing for sponsoring that segment. For the Will Ferrell draft, our first sponsor that got on board with us, started it all. Hunts Memorials Inc., monument company based in Nashville, Tennessee. They provide services in Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and the Mid-South areas with personalized cemetery headstones, monuments, and memorial services since 1928. That's nearly 100 years and 4 generations of family-owned and operated business. Everyone has a story, and that story can be told through Hunt Memorials, one-of-a-kind designs, and artwork with the highest quality stone. Hunt Memorials, Inc., legacy carved in stone. Thank you to Hunt Memorials. Or Hunt Memorial, sorry. For being a sponsor of today's segment. So, Seth, you blew me out of the water yet again. It keeps happening. Maybe one day I'll win one. Will Ferrell draft.
Man, this one's a one that doesn't matter who gets the first pick, man. It's just
it's hit after hit,
man. Yeah. There was a time when it was just hit.
We'll go with 5 picks here.
Okay. Well, man, I don't even know. I guess I'll just do what most people would seem to be the obvious. I'll take Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, okay. You got Step Brothers. I'm glad you didn't take my number one.
I bet I know what yours is, and I don't really like that one.
Anchorman.
Okay, no, that's not. I do like that movie.
One of my favorite comedies. Yeah, the first Anchorman. Yeah. One of my favorite comedies ever.
Second one's still good, just not.
I love it. I'm blind. This morning I brushed my teeth with a live lobster.
Oh gosh. All right. So that's off. And there's so many movies he's been in as well that he's not the lead. That I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
There's so many. I'll go Talladega Nights.
I thought you might take that.
There's another one. There's one on one that I know you won't get, I don't think. So we'll see.
Number 2 for me, The Other Guys.
Yeah, I don't like that movie that much at all.
I love The Other Guys.
I think it might be the most overrated comedy of all time.
You're lucky we're not in person right now, or I'd be throwing hands.
I understand. I just don't think it's. I think it's just. I don't know. Maybe it's at the point where I was just getting tired of his way of comedy. I don't know.
One of the best buddy cop films ever.
I guess.
The point where he got tiresome to me was The Campaign.
That whole movie was, him. He was. I'll tell you what. Really, honestly, what probably ruined it for me was how awful he was in The Office.
Oh yeah,
and I'm not saying that was his fault necessarily. That character, it was just terrible it just was not good. Anyways, all right, other guys are off the board. This isn't a movie. Are we doing credits, like anything, or does it have to be movie?
I would stick with movies.
Yeah, I'll just talk. I wanted to pick Eastbound and Down because his character in
Oh
Eastbound and Down
yeah,
is genuinely one of the funniest characters ever. It's
yeah.
Eastbound and Down is one of the best shows of all time. Anyways, but he's only in a couple episodes, so it really wouldn't have mattered. See, I got those two are off. There's one on here that I'm gonna. A lot of people don't like this one. I thought this one was hilarious. Semi-Pro,
Semi-Pro is hilarious.
so funny.
Dude.
Job turkey.
Oh, dude. You just call me a JT? No, nobody called anybody a JT.
Oh man, that's good
I'm
stuff.
sleeping with your wife. We're all telling funny things. They aren't true. It's funny because it's not true. Will Arnett is so funny.
Yes.
Oh, also Coffee Black. We traded him for a washing machine or something like that. I still love
where that's for money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Arrested Development.
All time. Literal all time comedy. That is one of the best lines in the history of anything ever.
Yeah. Well, also too, when he's like, "I don't have time for your magic tricks." He's like, "Illusions, Dad. Illusions, tricks, or something." Horror does for money.
You don't have time for my illusions.
Yeah, and then he turns around. There's a group of kids, and he's like, "Or candy." Dude, that's Arrested Development. I was just saying today.
That's like the first episode.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like the pilot. Like that's
I knew it was illegal.
That much.
That's my number one comedy television show of all time. Like, not a question for me.
Fine answer. Like, it's hard to argue that. Like,
yeah,
that
Tobias.
show is so funny.
Tobias Funke.
Funke. I blew myself.
Yeah. Also, going on Arrested Development for another second, my brother-in-law, who's an emergency room doctor, he said he's the one that introduced me to the show originally. Like I was like late high school or just out of high school, and he said that he's always wanted to do the joke of the literal doctor in that show, where he's like, "We've lost him," and they're like, "Oh no, oh my god," and they're like, "Can we see him?" He's like, "Well, there's not much to see," and they go in the hospital room and he's not there, and they're like, "Where's his body?" He's like, "Well, we lost him. Like, he went out the window." Like,
oh my god,
he does that so many times.
That would be amazing.
Even with Tobias, he's like, he looks dead, and they're like, "What, is he actually dead, or does he look dead?" He's like, "No, he just looks dead. He has blue paint all over him." So funny, man. Anyways, okay, back to the draft. I'm sorry, you got me on Arrested Development. I could talk about that all day. Next up for me, I think I'm gonna have to do a little cop out here and go Megamind.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I love me some Megamind. Also, Brad Pitt's role in that movie. I mean, come
on. This one is one I don't think a lot of people have seen of his. I would venture a guess they haven't. Trying to see, I wanted to find it on his IMDb because I was wondering when it came out. Oh, there it is.
I think I know what you might say.
Everything Must Go.
Oh, okay. One of his like more serious roles.
Yeah, it is. It's still funny, but it's not anywhere near the same kind of comedy that he usually does. Where he's an alcoholic. He gets fired from his job. He comes home to find all his stuff out on the lawn, and his wife had left him and locked the doors, taken the keys with her. He can't get. He's basically living on his lawn for the whole movie, and it's kind of like a feel good like story in a way, but he's still an alcoholic, and it is funny in spots, but it's also somewhat probably one of the most serious roles he's ever had, I would assume.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I really love that movie. I've watched it several times actually. But that's my number 4.
I thought you were about to say Casa de Mi Padre. Or Casa de Mi Padre.
No, never. Never will say that.
I'm gonna go back-to-back cop out here and go the Lego Movie.
Wow, this is brutal. Just kidding. Lego Movie.
I hope you don't take my final one.
Is it animated?
No, it's not. I'm off the animated kick now. I had to go there. Actually, man, I should have done that. Never mind.
Is it sports related?
No.
Okay. I'm going to take my last pick of this draft. There's 2 I think I know what you're gonna take. Maybe.
There was one I should have taken before. I shouldn't have done a Lego movie.
Is he a main character in the one you want?
One of them. I see. I want to go back because there's two that I want now, and one he's a main character, and another one he is not.
Is one of them Zoolander?
No, not Zoolander. Not Zoolander. I do love Zoolander though, but it's.
I do too. I'm stuck right now between two movies.
One of the ones where he's a side character, I just want to say, I think is one of his best roles ever, like iconic for me. But
this one is one that I know a lot of people don't like. Or at least I don't think they like, but I love this. I think this movie is hilarious. I actually saw some theaters. It's not going to be one, I don't think. Land of the Lost.
Oh, it is. It is. It is the one.
Oh, man.
The one. I love Land of the Lost.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Oh, him and Danny McBride together in that movie.
Yes. They should have. It's truly a shame they never got to team up more and when Will was younger.
You, Chaka, me, Dr. Rick Marshall. A brain the size of a walnut. I watched that in theaters also with my dad and my brother, and I thought that movie was hilarious, and I still think it's really funny. It's the same thing with like Semi-Pro, where it's like lower rated, but I love.
You can rewatch those movies and just laugh.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to guess so that was one of the two you were looking at.
That was the one that I said where he's the main actor that I wanted to take that one.
I'm trying to look at the side.
One.
So if it's not Zoolander, which says he's been a side.
Actually, I should have gone no animated, and I could tell you 3 other movies I would have taken, but
let me go through. Oh, dude, there's one I just realized I wouldn't have taken this because this movie's garbage, overrated. Is Elf.
That's one of the 3. Okay, if I could go back, Anchorman, Other Guys still. I wouldn't do animated, and I would have taken Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be my... I think I have to take Elf in my 5th just because he is the main actor in it. I don't know.
Gross.
I mean...
Starsky and Hutch?
No, I take Wedding Crashers. I'll take Wedding Crashers 5th because I think his role in that is iconic as Chad.
Yeah, it is. And also Elf is overrated and terrible.
Yeah, I would have gone Anchorman, Other Guys, Wedding Crashers, Land of the Lost, and then finished out with Elf probably at my number 5.
Not even Superstar?
I'm not a fan, really. Not a fan of that. That's and even Austin Powers would have been a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Man, and now that I'm looking through, I'm like, man, how did I skip over these? I'll tell you one of his higher rated ones that, yes, he has a great role in it, but I don't really like the movie is Old School.
Yeah,
I don't really care for it.
I think that's another one of those. It's like super overplayed, overrated. It is funny, like there are funny parts, but it's not anywhere near as funny as all the 10 movies I mean, some of these I get, like maybe not Megamind or Lego Movie, but like pretty much every other movie on all our lists they're way funnier than Old School, like by far.
I think Old School, the funniest scene is We're Going Streaking.
Yeah, like,
with Will Ferrell,
and that's kind of what that's like the most, that and You're My Boy Blue, like that. Yeah. Besides that, like, what does that movie have? Not really. I'm just not really
a fan of Luke Wilson, the movie. I think it also gives off some weird vibes of him going after these college girls and stuff. Like it's it's a weird movie.
Nowadays, it would definitely that movie would not be received well if it came out now.
Can't believe neither one of us took Kicking and Screaming either.
I wanted to. That was what I was debating with my 5th. I love that. I have that movie physical copy actually on DVD.
Oh man, another one that he had like steals the whole movie with his one scene that I'm looking through. The Goods, Live Hard, Sell Hard, where he's dressing up as Abraham Lincoln skydiving. Oh, that's so
funny.
Forgot
about that. That movie's funny.
Yeah,
it's pretty rough. It's definitely an SFW.
Yeah,
but it is good. Well, that cast is crazy in that.
Yeah, he has these like little appearances where he'll just like make the whole movie from what he does. Like you said, Eastbound and Down. I mean, perfect example of that.
I mean, oh my gosh, Eastbound and Down. I could talk about that forever. Danny McBride, G.I. Joe movie. Don't forget.
Yes, yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. I trust Danny McBride. I mean, when you watch his interviews, he's smart. He's super smart and in depth.
He's intelligent.
He's
Like,
nothing
yeah,
like
you see
would
his roles.
think.
Yeah, right. Like you see his roles he plays, and you think he's just a big idiot. That dude's very intelligent. You
Like,
can
I
tell
think
he's very articulate.
another comedy actor that's also got a great mind, but he's more of himself in real life, is Seth Rogen. Like, he pretty much is like kind of how he comes off in movies. Like, yes, he has like good thoughts on things, but I just didn't expect Danny McBride to, I don't know, be so articulate and well spoken, I guess, in a certain way, as he is in interviews and all of his inspirations and things like that. He talks about how big of a G.I. Joe fan he was growing up. But yeah. Can I say too, somebody shouting out somebody that we know that I don't mean this in a bad way at all, but their laugh kind of reminds me of Seth Rogen a little bit.
Okay.
Haley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever Seth
You're
Rogen
right,
laughs,
actually.
I always think about Haley.
I've never even put that together, but now you say it, I actually see it or hear it, I guess I should say.
Similar vibes. But yeah, I kind of wish I wouldn't have gone the animated route. I do love those movies. Don't get me wrong. I love Megamind and the first. All-timer. Yeah, I love the first Lego movie as well. And I love, his little role that he has in Lego movie, but I would have gone with other films. I just didn't realize as I'm looking through. I thought I knew them all, but yeah, he's got so many good roles. Even him and the boys,
Yeah, I looked at that too. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Already forgot about it. Okay. So moving on to the big part of the show, the final part of the show, us talking about the Odyssey. Brand new Christopher Nolan film. If I were to go through everybody that stars, I would go on here for another hour.
Yep.
Yeah. Matt Damon is Odysseus.
Go ahead. Continue on. I'm gonna look up something.
No, you're good.
Check on the cast.
Matt Damon is Odysseus. Robert Pattinson is in Antinous, I believe is how it's pronounced. Tom Holland is Telemachus. I'm having to really do the pronunciations in my head here. And Anne Hathaway is Penelope. That's pretty much the big part of the cast.
Yeah, right.
Definitely some smaller roles in this film where people steal the show.
Stacked.
Yeah, John Leguizamo as Eumaeus. I don't know.
I think that's right. I think that's all they said in the movie.
I think so. And I'm trying to remember the woman that played Circe in the movie. Well,
I just had it on the screen, I think.
I'd say she's a really good actress. A lot of people are talking about her being like John Leguizamo and her being like kind of the scene stealers. Yeah, the supporting cast. Yeah.
Samantha Morton.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Minority Report. I did not know that. That's like one of her known force. She was in that Daniel Day-Lewis's son's movie that he starred in last year.
Oh, Anemone. Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that. I forgot. That movie was something. Something, not very good. The Whale. She was in The Whale.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she was apparently in The Walking Dead.
Didn't know that either.
For 22 episodes. And she's got a crazy
filmography.
Yeah, that's insane.
I stopped
watching. She was in Minority Report too.
Yeah, I know you said that originally, and I'm like, I can't believe that. Ago. Yeah, such a good movie and so relevant.
It is.
Super
Soldier, apparently.
It's weird for me to say, are we going to go spoilers or not? Because this is an old story.
Yeah, right. Is this? I feel like yes. If you don't know the story, I don't.
I guess
if you didn't read the story in school,
yeah. Did you go to school?
You know how this ends. Did you get out of high school? I don't know.
I think the hard part for me is when it comes to a spoiler is some of the takes on the film, and even kind of the message at the end.
Obviously, but
yeah, it's some stuff that's been changed and definitely a different sort of message to go home with, which I really enjoyed.
He really mirrors Oppenheimer. I'm talking about when I text you immediately after I got out.
Yeah, I kept hearing people say that. that in a weird way, Tenet, Oppenheimer, and Odyssey are like their own nuclear trilogy.
I mean, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't say no to that.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it has a lot to, as weird as it is, again, like a 2,000, 3,000-year-old story, that it has a lot to say about the modern day. But I think Nolan's take on it is really what hammers that home, even when Telemachus with Penelope out on the balcony at one point in the film talks about kind of like the fall of Greek civilization or great civilizations. They talk about that a few times on the Bronze Age ending, and we're worse off for it, and a lot of things that feel like they echo to today. But again, I think that's Nolan's take. I'll go through real quick overall thoughts on the film before I guess we get into the meat of the things, because I'm already starting out with random places.
Is it your favorite Nolan film?
No, it's not my favorite Nolan film.
It's definitely up there.
It's up there.
I still think Oppenheimer's better.
Oppenheimer's number one for me, and I still think The Dark Knight is number two.
You want to know what my number two is?
Interstellar?
No.
Inception.
That movie makes me too sad.
No, I got it. I got it. The Prestige.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I knew it. I knew
Love
that.
that film.
I just didn't think about it.
I could watch that like once a month and it never get old.
Dude, I just get goosebumps thinking about it right now. Like Nolan being one of those directors that you could have almost any of his films at number one, and I really couldn't argue.
Right. There's not many people you can do that with. Really, any. Maybe Denis. But even, I mean...
I guess there's a few I might judge you on, like Insomnia, I would judge you.
Right.
Batman Begins or Dark Knight Rises, I would judge you. Yeah, like, but pretty much.
I don't like Memento.
I love Memento. I love it, but it's still not like a top 5 Nolan film for me. Like, but no, I mean,
I did see someone say, and this is probably a good way to describe it, and probably how I would describe it personally, for my opinion, is Oppenheimer is one of those movies that you probably won't watch a lot, but it's probably the best. But then the Odyssey is a movie you could probably watch multiple, like sit down and want to watch it, I guess.
I think
Oppenheimer just seemed way heavier than.
Yes.
I mean,
far. It's also a lot more dialogue and drama heavy.
You're right. I mean, there wasn't a lot of I thought there was going to be more action in Odyssey. The action we got was
oh my gosh, that final act. Like, okay, just to give a little backstory here, my girlfriend, she was getting us ready for seeing the Odyssey. She's been so excited about it for the last couple of weeks, and so she played like the old 2-part film of the Odyssey from like the 90s.
Watching in school,
which I forgot how many actors that has in it.
I remember watching that, and we watched that in school.
Yeah, no, I did too. I watched it in school as well, and I loved it back then.
It is good.
Yeah, we rewatched it. It still holds up really good. We watched Troy together as well. I love that film as well. What a different Agamemnon Brian Cox was in that film.
Yes, that's something I think about. Somebody pulled up, like, I know how like much that Agamemnon's getting glazed right now because I mean all that, but Brian Cox was way better.
I mean, he had a lot more personality, yes, and he had a lot more screen time,
more of an opportunity.
But you talk about costumes, man. Agamemnon's costume in this is like, I
want to talk about the costumes.
Yeah, the
because
opening.
I didn't like them.
I wasn't like so obsessed with like the regular cruise costumes. They were just kind of plain. But Agamemnon's costume, whenever they open up those doors and you just see the silhouette, like that was cool. Bone chilling.
Yes.
And everybody else's costumes, even like, for instance, one of my favorites, because the use of color in this film with like the reds and the blues a lot of the time between the sky, Anne Hathaway's costume that she has on in the final act, that was like gorgeous. And I liked Telemachus, Tom Holland's costume that he had as well. And even Robert Pattinson's, in the last act, and Robert Pattinson's outfit was great.
I didn't like the beginning, the soldiers, like the basic soldiers. I don't know. It looked too modern. I don't know. I didn't like it, but it
I
was
mean,
like it's not one of those things I'm like, oh, I don't like this movie now.
I
It was
didn't
just
really
a, it
think.
was
I
just
didn't
like
really.
a meh.
Yeah, I didn't really get like the whole. I mean, the modern take for me would be Agamemnon, just because that suit was so slick.
Yeah, that
But
was definitely, but it was so cool. I just overlooked that.
yeah, the regular
Personally.
soldiers, like the regular Greeks outfits, I didn't really. It wasn't like that eye catching. I just thought they were kind of like, I guess, supposed to be that way. They were more like worn or weathered, and they just didn't really. It didn't pop for me. It wasn't like when Odysseus would put his helmet on. It's like, okay, let's go. I actually liked them better without the helmets, but as far as like the movie overall for me, I thought like the first, I want to say 15, 20 minutes maybe, the pace was so fast and so all over the place. I didn't really love like the chaos of the opening. I may go back and feel differently about it, but it started out and it was really like jumping. But even like the non-linear storytelling is like a really interesting thing that's done in this. I kind of assumed it would be that way with Christopher Nolan because he does that a lot. But I did like how it was going more off of emotional beats rather than start to finish of the story. Like Telemachus would be like hearing a story of his father, so it would go into that story, and then it would be Odysseus on the island with Charlize Theron's I know it starts with a C, Calypso. Yeah, on the island with her and recapping things. Like a lot of it was going through memory. I was waiting for, I think a lot of people, probably the big scene people were waiting for was with Polyphemus, I believe it is, the Cyclops scene.
Son.
Dude, that I expected
That was
more.
scary.
Yes, I know.
That
Like
was terrifying.
in the original story, and even in the adaptation in the '90s, like there's more dialogue between Odysseus and Polyphemus. One of the things I was looking forward to the most was him saying like "I'm nobody" or "no one," and Polyphemus screaming out like, you know, "No one attacked me," and Odysseus saying like, you know, "I'm the one that beat you," like that pride. But I do like the switch up of him like just shooting him at a time where he didn't really need to egg him on. That was when we talked about at the beginning of this episode about like terrifying. Like I was terrified in that scene. The design of the Cyclops, like his skin, the twisted nose, the eye being sideways, like it was horrifying and a beautiful character design. But that was probably the scene that really crawled under my skin the most, I feel like, in the movie. But there was definitely a handful of scenes where I was like, this is a horror. Also the island with Cersei. I mean, that
was, I didn't like that at all.
That reminded me, you may already know what I'm about to say, of Spirited Away. On the opening of Spirited Away is what it made me think of, turn into the pigs. But
there's the biggest gripe I had with this movie was the sound editing felt like bad at times. And maybe it was just the theater I was in. I don't know.
But I didn't really
feel
there
was times where it was just way too loud. Like it just didn't seem right. Even like, and that's like his thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially like
that's what I was kind of weird.
Tenet got the worst criticisms for that, which I could see. Like, where the music is so loud and bombastic, and you can't really hear what they're saying.
I didn't even have an issue with like the dialogue, which is like usually the gripe, like, oh, he can't hear what everybody's saying during a Nolan film. But it was more just the way they would cut. I don't know.
I didn't really feel like the sound mixing was bad until like the very end, with Odysseus giving his like final monologue and the music playing. Like it was like I really had to try to pay attention and listen to what he was saying. But for most of it, I mean, I saw it, I guess to go back, we're kind of like moving like this movie right now all over the place, but
that's fine.
I saw it IMAX 70 millimeter. So I waited to see it in that format. The choice I had, with again having a child, because I don't get to go out to the movies that much anymore, having a newborn, was either we can see it in regular IMAX opening weekend, but 70 millimeter was sold out for the whole first weekend, so I'd have to wait till the second weekend to see it. And for me, it was a no-brainer. Like I'm like, I can wait to see it in that format. We also
not
saw
gonna get spoiled on anything.
Yeah, we also saw Oppenheimer in that format 3 years ago for our first date. So it was kind of like a celebrating anniversary sort of thing going back there.
I thought y'all saw The Last Duel.
Gosh, perfect date movie.
Anyways.
Also a historical epic.
True.
But the one thing I want to say to just get this out of the way that I know is not Odyssey related, but I was excited about as much as anything was before the movie played, since on film they don't have any trailers normally because like they've said before about this film, it had to be under 3 hours long because IMAX 70mm like film reels don't go longer than that.
Yeah.
So this movie is like 2 hours and 52 minutes, I think, and they play the first 4 minutes of Dune 3 before the start of the movie. And oh my gosh, yes, that was one thing that only IMAX 70mm theaters got to see, was a sneak peek of Dune 3. And when people describe it as Saving Private Ryan in space, that's exactly what it was.
That's what I've read, so that's cool.
It is awesome. I was talking Matt Makowski, another one of our friends. He went and saw the movie with us today, and he
Matt, if you're in the shower right now.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to our number one fan, Matt Nikowski. But he, we were talking, he was talking about the Dune preview that was going to play. And I was like, oh, I already know. Trust me. I said, I joked about at work that once that got done playing, I was just going to walk out of the theater and be like, that's the only reason I came.
As you should.
It's so funny. I was asking him, I was like, you've seen both Dunes, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, I prefer the first one, which respect for that.
Hey, that's a take.
Some people do. I mean, I believe.
I don't blame. I mean, I think the first one gets hated on way more than it should. I think it's very good.
Yeah, political thriller, a lot slower, good on the world building. I mean, I think both are 10s for me, but I do prefer the second one, just the all gas, no brakes of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he was like, yeah, I prefer the first one. He's like, not that like huge into the movies. And then after the preview got done, the first thing he said was, I'm going to see that in theaters. He's like,
hey, let's go. I love to hear that.
I got to. I mean, I just had to say that how amazing that was.
I haven't watched any of the trailers yet, so.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I've watched them about 1,000 times, and I would inject them in my veins if I could.
I think we've talked about it, but I start bringing in my AirPods and I watch like a video, listen to an audiobook and close my eyes during the trailers so I can just not see stuff. They just put too much in the trailers now, man. They just do.
Yeah, I really think
maybe not every movie, but most.
Yeah, I really think with the Dune trailer, like, yes, it shows a lot, but also as a guy who already read the book, like, I don't really.
Right, it's not gonna right.
It's hard for me to know, like, is it spoiling or is it not? Because for me, it's spoiling a lot, but it's also because, like, I know what's going on in those scenes.
You
so
know
I'm
how,
like, oh my gosh,
what's happening, what it means to the story.
So I'm like, if somebody else, they're probably just like, oh, that looks cool. But for me, I'm like, oh my gosh.
For me, when I went to see the Odyssey, I didn't have my AirPods. Well, I did. I left them in the car. And I had to watch Other Mommy, the trailer. So that was not cool. Yeah, and I didn't know what it was when it started. I thought it was just like a normal movie, and then it started to get a little weird, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And then it just kind of went 0 to 100 and
off the rails.
I was like, I'm not even kidding when I tell you this, like, everyone in the theater like either screamed, jumped, did something, and was like, what in the world? Like, I heard a woman say that out loud. I was like, oh my, yeah. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Yeah.
Anyway, I just had to get that out of the way for the preview of that movie. As soon as it ended, I was like kind of mad because I was like, why didn't you keep going? And what a spot to leave off on. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways, so seeing IMAX 70mm the way that Nolan intended, the sound and everything I thought was amazing. The lighting of it. I will say I feel like after watching the movie, it feels like Nolan's entire career has almost like led to this movie, because there are so many elements of the Odyssey that are in his previous films. I even think about like Inception. I mean, so many movies where like main characters trying to make it home. Inception is one of them.
Sure.
But also like the idea of like the Trojan horse being like the whole idea of Inception itself in Obsession in Inception. Memento, as a man who's trying to remember who he is and what happened to him, that goes on with Odysseus here, which is another change in the story. With like, there's an island of the Lotus Eaters is like the first island that the crew goes to after the Battle of Troy in the original story. That's not shown here, but the Lotus eating is thrown in with Calypso, which I thought was very interesting. It makes Odysseus a little more redeemable when it comes to extramarital affairs, I guess. But that was an interesting
Makes him not seem like the bad guy.
Yeah, not like he's just cheating on his wife for 7 years. Yeah,
right.
But
with Charlize Theron, must be nice.
Yeah, couldn't blame him, I guess. But
cool.
Yeah. How terrible of a life he had.
You got it rough, man. You got it bad.
Yeah, but all the islands they do go to definitely leave their mark on the movie, and they were all epic. Like the cattle, that was probably one of the funnier moments, I feel like. When he catches a meeting and they're like, he's like, you don't think Zeus can catch you down here down low? And
he's like, you think if you were down here you wouldn't know?
Yeah, and they were like, well, we're not, we were worried about you knowing. And he's like, well, I'm not the one to worry about, pretty much.
Yeah, like, he's like, all right, well, I'm out of here.
I told you Zeus is the one to worry about. But the pride of Odysseus in many scenes, like thinking he's above the gods, or he can defy the gods, even on the island of the undead, when they're like, something about the crew thinks you've defied the gods, but they're all the ones that are going to die, and you're the one that'll live. And they give him the choice. They either can die, or 6 of them will die. And he's like, well, then I'll defy the gods. I don't care.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm just going to get them all killed.
Yeah. But yeah, that was and what in the world, just now thinking about it for the first time since I watched it, what in the world was that when they were going through that little channel?
Yeah, I'm
like,
hoping you would know.
Gosh, I have no
that
idea.
Was creepy.
I have no idea. It reminded, in a weird way, of like the first season of like Stranger Things with like the mind flayers.
Yeah.
Like something like that, reaching out and grabbing
Looks like
them.
something that come out of back rooms.
Yeah,
it was creepy, man.
Everybody in the theater was looking around like, what? Even like when it like went back into its cubby hole, everybody's like, what just happened? Yeah, that was terrifying as well. And even getting towards the end, the showing the fall of Troy, that reminded me, of course, we talked about like with Oppenheimer, with the theme being like somebody being so scarred by their own like creation and regretting what they've done, even though it helped them to win a war.
It does mirror, but I don't understand how Odysseus thought like that what was going to happen would be any different than it did.
Yeah, I guess
like at least Oppenheimer knew he wasn't going to be like doing anything.
Yeah,
like,
well, Odysseus didn't really do much. Like whenever they first get out of the horse, yes, but he's more of just a witness to the chaos, like women and children.
He did what he
slaughtered.
Had to do at the beginning, but then he's just witnessing the atrocities as they happen. Of course,
I think almost in the moment he was thinking about, here's an ingenious way for us to finally end this war.
Yeah, so I go home.
I don't think he was thinking like this defies like Zeus's law, which I said I'm now going to call the golden rule Zeus's law from now on.
He didn't care much about Zeus's law, apparently.
Yeah, because that was a definitely defying Zeus's law, and also like showing Athena there, and the match cut of the head chopping off.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was awesome, and also like using her wisdom, because Athena is like the goddess of wisdom and war tactics, like almost using that against people in a way that is seen as low, I guess to say.
Right.
That was that was a great scene. But yeah, that whole chaos of it, I was talking about after the movie that it reminded me, going back to Oppenheimer, a little bit of the gymnasium scene in Oppenheimer when
That's what. Yeah, right.
yeah, that was exactly what it reminded me of. Just the pandemonium and feeling like you've reached the 7th level of hell or something.
Right. Like, look what I've caused.
Yeah.
This is my fault. Even if I didn't directly do it, I indirectly caused this atrocity
to happen. And it
even if it had to happen or didn't have to happen, I was still played a huge part in it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess the one thing changing at the end was the exile. I don't remember that at all in the story, the self-exile, but it totally makes sense with the story that he told.
Good. Yeah, right.
But yeah, the islands, like I said, they all visited, like the islands of the giants. That was terrifying. Pretty much all the islands they went to, I'm like, you guys should really just stop, making stops. I know you're hungry, but golly,
one thing that
kill
really,
some fish.
I don't know why, when they got to Cersei's island and he's hunting the deer, and then he kills it, and then he sees what happens, and then he just goes to the shed like it's no big deal. Like, I don't know.
Well,
the way that was, I understand the point, but also I don't know. I don't know.
I think he well, first of all, when he saw like the lion as he walked up the hill and it wasn't coming after him, I think he knew then, like, that's not really a lion, because a lion would eat me. And clearly. Even when he walked through the pig pen and she was saying, like, the pigs are fond of you, I almost think, like, knowing Odysseus, he probably counted how many pigs there were and was thinking hey, that's the same amount of my crew members that are missing right now. But yeah, I think he knew from the time that he was walking in there, like, what he was putting himself, like, what he was getting himself into, I guess. Yeah, that was I don't know. It's hard to compare like that and the Cyclops scene, because both of those were hard to watch. I really think probably the Cersei scene when she was like grooming them and they were like gouging them. Yeah, that made me more uncomfortable for sure. Like, I was squirming in my seat. But yeah, that scene was, and even like when he gets back up there and she changes him back, like, because when he was like hunting the deer, I was like, well, what's about to happen here? And as they're morphing, I'm like, oh my gosh. And he like walks over that hill and sees it's a person, and he puts it together on like what this island is. Because again, he's expecting the worst at this point. I don't blame him at all.
Should have already.
Yeah. It does really kill me though with that cattle where he's like, swear it, and they swear it, and then all of a sudden he finds them and he's like, of course.
Did he really believe, like, you could really believe that, man?
Yeah. Like, golly. But yeah, I love, of course, going back to Ithaca, all the stuff with Robert Pattinson, of course, was great.
Yes. Just amazing.
Him, like,
he's amazing.
I guess it's kind of funny to think about her like weaving the what is it exactly that she's weaving? It's not a scarf, it's not a rug.
No, it's like I forgot. I don't know.
I'm forgetting right now, but I guess her weaving is he's trying to like weave his web with her in that scene, trying to talk her into being with him. And he did a great job in that scene, like selling himself, and you got to move on from Odysseus. I thought Anne Hathaway's best scene was when Telemachus comes back after he's been with I guess made it back home safely, and and he's like basically like, you have to move on, and she's like, I don't want to move on, I want Odysseus, and like screams that and runs out. Like, I thought that was her like unleashing herself, or even like, I've been a queen of an empty throne for 20 years, like such good dialogue. I think best scene for her. But I thought Tom Holland did a great job in the film. Probably his best role to me. Yeah,
I think it definitely is best role personally.
And one of the things, talking about the little things of the film, is we talked about costumes. The way that they did firelight in this film seems like, I don't know, you've seen it in movies so many times, but it just seems so realistic with the lighting of the scenes, like so perfectly lit. Like when they're at the island of, is it Pylos or something like that, where he's supposed to be like the assassination attempt on him.
Yeah,
and they're inside
right.
that temple, like, and the statues and everything being lit up with the fires, like all the fire scenes, or even when they do like the drone shot over Troy as it's burning. Just, I don't know, all the use of fire was so like beautiful within the film, and really seemed like it was how it would really look back then. I thought all of the lighting was like very true to how times were then. But yeah, that was one thing I really loved, was just all the lighting and colorization of the film, like the way that the sea looked and the way that the sky looked, and even like the ruins or palaces, all of those things. It looked gorgeous. But that final scene inside when it gets to the climax of the film, inside when they're locked inside the room, man, I was on the edge of my seat, even though I thought I knew how it was gonna end. Like,
Get the spears.
Yeah, get the spears, get the shields. Man, you talk about like when he keeps saying the thing about beggars towards the end, like he is that. Like, what do you mean? Like,
yeah, right, literally
begging for her hand, and he like is so scared at the end of the day.
Hey, that's Batman.
Yeah, when he hands, that's also one of my favorite scenes, when he first comes back and he's asking for like a plate, and when he hands him that little piece to him or whatever that he's been carrying the whole time from is it
Sinon?
Yeah, Sinon. That was awesome. Like when he sees that, and even when he's like, what's your name? He's like, Sinon, and he's like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, right.
One of the other guys is like, yeah, you know who that is.
Yeah, he just clowns him, man. Just puts him right on the spot. Isn't that your farmer's son or something?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I don't know that guy. I forgot.
Seriously, bro.
Also, too, that same guy, whenever Odysseus shoots the arrow, and that guy's like, wait, you're Odysseus, and like just gets shot right through the throat.
Through the eye, right?
Yeah. I think it was through the throat. I think it was right in his throat as he said it. But yeah, that whole scene was so intense. Like the adaptations I've seen of the Odyssey, or when it talks about it, is not as much of a battle as it is in that scene, like Odysseus versus everybody.
It's kind of like that in the one that came out either last year or the year before that I went to see, The Return.
Yeah, Ray Fiennes.
With Ray Fiennes, yeah, which is honestly awesome. It's more on, it's not his journey. It's just when he gets back to the island.
Gotcha.
That's like the whole thing. But yeah, that one, it kind of has like him versus it's not nearly as many people as in the Odyssey, but it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was literally like him versus like, it seemed to be like 50 people.
Yeah, or even more.
Like,
and they had weapons.
More, yeah.
It wasn't just like they were defenseless. But yeah, that whole scene was awesome. It almost made me think about the people that complained about Oppenheimer being like all dialogue. Nolan was like, okay, well in this one, I'm gonna throw in a big little bit of action scene. Yeah.
Something I didn't understand at the end, maybe I missed it. The guy that had the bells on, he was always like, when he ran, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
He was, you know what I'm talking about?
I think so. The
one that Eumaeus would always be like, I can always hear you coming.
Yeah,
like
he was like the one that was throwing the weapons down, wasn't he?
Yeah, was throwing the weapon. So so when he went up there and Eumaeus locked him in, and then like, maybe I missed something, but then Telemachus went upstairs and just went down a different hallway, and the door was open.
See, I thought he opened the same door that he locked.
Maybe he did.
I don't know. Because, I mean, I guess at that point it wouldn't make sense on him I guess dropping down the weapons would be quicker than trying to run them all down. But
right. I just was confused because I thought he got locked in there, and then Telemachus went a different way, and there was just a wide open door.
Yeah, for some reason I thought that he went through. Yeah.
Maybe when it comes out on physical copy, I'll be able to rewind it and pause it.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. I think some of my favorite dialogue scenes was Odysseus when he's playing the role of the beggar, because when he's talking to Telemachus, even outside with Argus, or when he's talking to him at that temple at Pylos or wherever, and when he's talking to Penelope, I thought all of those were great, and multiple people like recognizing him and him being like, well, I guess two of them were the mentor dies as he sees his face and notices.
As he notices, right.
Argus, of course, notices, and then the only one that I guess lives is the old woman who was washing his feet, which I like that they kept that with her noticing his scars and figuring out who he is, and he's like, don't, and she's like, I'll go fetch more water. But when he's talking about Odysseus to Penelope, even when she's like, he'd be home by now, and it's like, well, what if there, I mean, also going into that on like, which I felt like was a big change on Odysseus almost not wanting to come home, and that going back to his fear of his own creation, and how him breaking the law of Zeus and Troy, that story has gotten passed around so much and has become legend that other people are like, Odysseus is a hero, so therefore, you know, it's okay for me to do, because that's what the suitors were doing, was the same thing that he kind of did, was invading the home and trying to take what wasn't theirs.
Right.
Same idea. So him being like horrified by that to the point that that's the reason that he's afraid to come home, or subconsciously is trying not to make it home in a way. Because they talk about that a few times on, even with a Calypso, when she's like, you know, you kept building this boat, like your heart was like wanting to go home, but something in your mind was kept stopping you from going, and you're wondering like, why wouldn't he want to go home? But then that realization, again, that take on that is so different, but like, what a beautiful perspective to have.
One of my favorite was when he was talking to Telemachus, and he says, don't look for gods in men, you'll always be disappointed.
Yes, when he's like, you have Athena's eyes. There was a few lines in this movie that like
really good,
gave me chills, where I was like, man, like I'm gonna have to remember that or look for those lines. Oh, another one that now as I'm looking up, when they're talking about Agamemnon sacrificing his daughter, when he's talking with Penelope in the bed, and the line, the power of the sacrifices and the cost of the person making it. And I love how Penelope's like, you know, that's psychotic, and he's like committed. Like, that's right. I don't know. But that and Agamemnon's end, like that was wild.
That scared me. Jump scared.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought
how loud it was.
Yeah, I told Key after the movie that I thought that was Lupita Nyong'o's best part, was her twin sister, I guess, when that change between like lying him down in bed and then bringing out the dagger and just started to stab him, like that made me jump. I can't really
blame her there.
Oh, no, I can't either. Like,
you know what I mean?
Sacrificed her daughter.
I know you weren't defending it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, oh no, I don't blame her for doing that.
I would have done that before he left, personally.
That in her performance, that switch from like trying to seduce him to murdering him was like a snap, and I was just like horrified by that as well. The Song of the Sirens, that part was also really well done, I thought, and his I guess description of what that song sounded like to him was like so poetic, talking about it's everything you ever wanted to hear and everything that you hate to hear, and every regret I've ever had or every decision I've ever made. Like, I'd have to look up that quote, but that was oh, here it is, actually, right here. What was the Song of the Sirens like? All the things you wanted to be, and then all the things you wish you never wished for. It was a delicious itch you want to scratch, but you find it under the skin and can't reach it. So the delicious itch becomes unbearable. It told you what you most want is what you most can't have, and that the most you can't have is what you already had and lost. That line was like, that hit me in the gut.
Right.
It was a song of all the promises I failed to keep, and it told me I don't really want to go home. Like, dude, I don't know. There were so many like dialogue moments that like gave me chills in the movie, or just like about brought me to tears. I think the only time I did actually cry in this movie, or a couple tears started falling, was during that fall of Troy at the end of showing all that. That was a lot. Yeah. Oh, also another one of my other favorite lines, real quick. Odysseus with Telemachus, come back as a prince, call a banquet, I'll be there. What will you do at the banquet? He said, beg, the clearest view of men is from below. Oh,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's so many.
I don't know. That's pretty good, but I don't think it's as good as somebody get these beggars out of here.
Somebody get these beggars out of here. Man, when he kept calling him plate liquor, I was like, I don't know, this like that's a pretty harsh thing to say, man. And just even like the back of Odysseus, when he like stands upright as the beggar after he hits him in the back of the head, and you can almost just feel like him contemplating on, should I just go ahead and reveal myself and kill this guy? Like, yeah. I said, what a movie overall. It just, some of the pacing, which I think is usually a thing with me and like for Christopher Nolan films, which sometimes it's like I rewatch the film and it sits better with me, I guess, on rewatch, because I've already watched it and I'm expecting what's going to happen. But on first watch, especially with the opening, I thought it was like so all over the place and so fast paced. And I thought some of the best moments is just like when it was like a little bit slower and it let itself breathe. Again, like the Cersei scene, like that was more of just a back and forth dialogue and let's sit here a minute and all of that. Another funny moment with that was with the, I guess it was like a raven or a crow. When he's like, why don't you change your sister back? He's like, we get along better this way. Like that was,
yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, it
was rough.
Coming out of the theater first time, I want to say, like, for my score for it, it'd probably be like a 96. But I could see this movie either staying about like at a 9.5 territory or going up to 10. I mean, honestly, but I still don't think, even if it reached the perfect movie territory for me, I think I would still like prefer Oppenheimer, just personally. But I thought Matt Damon did a wonderful job. I mean, thinking about,
he did better than I thought he would do, for sure, because as you know, I was very off on that casting.
Yeah, I'm not a big Matt Damon guy. I mean, except for like going back to like Good Will Hunting, I thought he was fantastic.
I am in something. It's just him as Odysseus still. I mean, he did a fine job.
Yeah,
I still think it could have been done better by somebody. I just don't know who.
See, there reached a certain point in the movie for me that I questioned, like, who else would I want as Odysseus? Like, I don't know. I think him with Nolan, he always does really good. Like him in Interstellar, as small of a role as he had, that was different than what he was. Yeah, and him in Oppenheimer, I thought was great. I thought he was one of the better performances in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, his Oppenheimer role was awesome.
So I know with like Nolan, I feel like he puts full trust in Nolan and he pushes himself. And I mean, so many scenes in this that were practical effects that I was like, man, I can't imagine what they went through for these scenes. Like, I don't know. It had to be pretty grueling. I mean, everything I've heard about the filming of it was super grueling, but yeah, people just kind of giving their all in every performance. And the filmmaking, like I said, I thought was really fantastic. I mean, some of my favorite stuff just being dialogue moments, but the visuals of the film I thought was really amazing. Especially, dude, talking about another horrifying thing was after the island of the cattle eating, when they're on the boat and the lightning striking left and right and the boat breaks in half.
That's the worst. I'd rather have been in any other situation they had probably than that.
That was
maybe not the Cyclops. But...
yeah, the theater was like shaking at in that scene. And when he gets split apart, like, yeah, that was tough. I mean, there were, like I said, a handful of moments that I was like, is this a horror film? Like, I had to question.
Yeah, there were scenes where it was like, oh, this is a horror film.
Yeah. But yeah, again, there were definitely some changes. I mean, I think one of the big changes for me was the no bag of wins in the story.
Yeah.
But I mean, also, I know it gets into the fantastical in the movie, but I think it was already trying to squeeze in so much that trying to like get them to Ithaca just for them to go away. I think that probably would have been a lot to put in. Again, he had to go under 3 hours, so maybe in the extended cut that is in there. I don't know. But yeah, it was an awesome movie. Non-linear storytelling again, but I loved the emotion of it, and the changes that he did have I thought fit this movie perfectly, I guess to say. Like, he was telling the same overall story but with some different takes on things, and I thought he had a lot to say with those changes and kind of elevating the story in a way, or just a different sense. But yeah, trying to think of anything else from the movie, really. Again, John Leguizamo, I mean, his character was awesome, and his acting was...
Yeah, he did very good. He was one of the better top tier ones, honestly.
Especially on the when Odysseus comes back and he's like the "don't give me false hope" sort of thing. Like, he's like falling down on the ground, like he just can't wait any longer for Odysseus.
I did not know. Maybe I did know and I just forgot. But James Rimmer was in this, voicing when they were in Hades.
Oh yeah.
I did not know he was in. Like, I knew his voice instantly because he just has one of those. I guess it's because I watched Dexter so much. But,
yeah. No, I thought that performance was really harrowing too. Like, that was so creepy of a scene.
Yeah.
One of the other things I was say, going back to the
he was also in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I forget that a lot. About that. Yeah. The stringing of the bow was awesome.
Yeah,
and
that was cool.
The way that he plucks it, even when they are starving for food on the island of the Cattles, even when they're starving, and you could tell he almost like doesn't want to do it because he's like, I need food so bad. He still gives them a chance in that sense, which is very honorable. But
hunting is fighting with stealth.
Yes, yeah, that was a great line. And even when we talked about at the end about like they turned the Battle of Troy into like the hunt in a way. And not giving them that heads up either, kind of going against that rule of the hunt. I didn't really think about that till now, but when he is at the end and he does it and Penelope's walking away, like, she thinks it might be him as soon as he strings it, and then like, he already done it multiple times in the movie where he plucks the bow, but when he did it at that final time, like, the whole theater like shook on that sound, and it sent goosebumps up and down my body. And when he shot the bow, shot the arrow through all the axes, and like Penelope like just turns around, like it just confirms that it's him, and everybody else is just kind of like even at that point, as soon as he like shoots Robert Pattinson's character's like running for the door, like, oh no, it really is him.
Heck no.
Everybody's like, let me out. But yeah, that whole, I mean, again, like, you know that's coming if you know the story of the Odyssey, but
right.
I don't know, it still felt so like fresh and exciting and surprising in its own way. But also the use, I thought it was funny with the no weapons in the room, and they're trying to drop some down there, and they start trying to use like the axes that he shot through as weapons.
Yeah, and they couldn't get them.
Yeah.
So I mean, they eventually came loose, and he used some of them. But
yeah.
That was cool.
And also that moment of where he's like surrounded, and you're like, okay, I think they actually might kill Odysseus here. And
like maybe he dies, and Telemachus avenges him or something.
Yeah, drops down that dagger, and just boom, boom, boom. Also, the people, like, even from the beginning, but as the fight goes on, like, more and more people just bowing, like, they're like accepting.
Yeah, that was cool. Like, yeah, hey, please don't kill me.
Yeah, we don't want to fight. Like, we're sorry.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah, the whole thing about, again, the law of Zeus and how much that's brought up was just, again, so like interesting of a take, and that golden rule. And also, not to get too political here, but thinking about that with something like Immigrants. I thought that was an interesting thing that like John Leguizamo was even talking about in an interview, which I'd never really thought about it that way, but the way that you treat people that come to visit your home sort of idea. Something like that, I was like, again, it kind of has a lot to say about a lot of things, even in the modern day.
Visit or stay?
Visit, stay, I don't know, but just the treatment of others, you know, sort of that idea. I mean, no matter how you feel about it, I guess, I do feel like it was almost touching on that. But yeah, I again feel like Nolan's career, I don't want to call this like his magnum opus, especially since it's so fresh, but just how many stories have that he's told before that are throughout this story. It does feel like his whole career, 20 something years, has led to this moment. I mean, yeah. And box office wise, it's been his biggest film, and I think cast wise, it's up there with like an Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that would be interesting to look through cast wise.
So deep, like,
because even Interstellar is kind of deep.
Yeah, Interstellar has a great like I forget sometimes Michael Caine's in that movie, just like with
McConaughey, Hathaway, Chastain, Lithgow, Chalamet.
Yeah, Chalamet, Casey Affleck.
Yeah, Kane. Yeah, man, that's pretty crazy. I forgot Chalamet was in that.
A person I usually forgets in Oppenheimer is Gary Oldman, and his impact within like a 2-minute scene was so amazing. Like,
I mean, what's that?
Also,
Killian, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, RDJ, Scott Grimes, Jason Clarke. God, I don't know. I think Oppenheimer wins.
Rami Malek, his scene too, or Rami Malek, his scene where he speaks at the court. Yeah, Alden Ehrenreich was so good in the movie. I think I haven't seen all the RDJ
Kenneth
movies.
Branagh?
Yeah, Kenneth Branagh. I haven't seen all the RDJ films, but I still think that's probably his best role or performance ever.
Like, Jack Quaid was in the Benny Safdie.
Yes, Josh Peck.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My God, yeah, I feel like it has to be Oppenheimer, just on quantity alone.
Yeah. Somebody said for
RDJ definitely.
And also Jason Clarke. Like, dude, I don't know if I've ever hated a person as much as I hated him in Oppenheimer. Like,
truly, so like good. He's like the most hated character in a long time.
He makes Robert Pattinson look likable in this movie. To me.
Like I'd rather hang out with Robert Pattinson's character in the Odyssey than Jason Clarke's in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Tony Goldwyn, like you said. I mean, I don't know. I feel like both casts are just like extremely stacked. Like you're getting to the point where, also, you may have already said him. I can't pronounce his last name. David Dastmalchian.
That's
Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man and
Peter and Dune. He did Late Night with the Devil.
He was in Prisoners as well.
Yeah, Prisoners. His little role in Oppenheimer was great. But yeah, you just get to the point where it's like the 25th person on the cast list is still like a known actor, and they're getting these little small roles, but they're maximizing them.
He was in Dune as well.
That's what I said. Peter in Dune, in the first Dune.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I forgot.
Yeah.
What does he come? Oh, that's what I was thinking. He's in One Piece.
Oh.
The live action.
Okay. I haven't seen it, but
there was something there was something in my head. I was like, "What is he?" He was in something recently, and I was like, "Oh, I know that guy."
He's always a great actor in anything he's in. I feel like, but yeah, I think again, this probably the only one that I think is up there with Oppenheimer for cast, like just the depth of the cast list, and I just don't. It would kind of be interesting to me for like Nolan to follow this up with something a little more smaller in scope and like not as big of a cast, but I feel like you're almost like waste like what you could be doing. I don't know. Like people again talk about him doing a horror film or something, but
it's not maybe as star-studded, but it's possibly could be down the road as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
like
so
the
many
amount of females
people,
in that. I
yeah,
mean,
you're talking
like
about
the
Mikey
young ones.
Madison coming out and like blowing up, Sydney Sweeney coming out blowing up, Austin Butler in that film. Like I feel like that puts so many young actors on. Like it,
Yeah.
ironic
Like
when you
in 10
think
to 15 years, that could be bigger cast-wise than a lot of movies.
yeah. Ironic when you think about it being a telling of old Hollywood and it like ushers in a generation of new Hollywood actors.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, that
Pretty
cast
cool.
is pretty awesome. Yeah. Oh, Bruce Dern. I almost forgot about that. George. I mean, that's Spawn Ranch, but I'm looking for the cast list for it now. Man, you make me want to rewatch that movie.
I watch it all the time. I love that movie.
It is so good. Somebody order fried sauerkraut. But
when he makes him fix the car.
Yeah, fix it.
Yeah.
Dude, you and I have talked about before, but Brad Pitt in that movie is
coolest guy of all time.
Yeah, one of the coolest dudes to ever live.
Not one of. Probably the coolest guy
of
all time in that movie.
I can see why people compare like older Brad Pitt to like the Robert Redford of the modern day.
Oh yeah,
because another just like incredibly cool, charismatic guy.
Yeah,
even
maybe not quite as cool as Paul Newman, but pretty cool.
Yeah, Paul Newman was. I mean,
Paul Newman's on a.
In The Sting, I was already like, Robert Redford is so awesome. But then when Paul Newman got introduced, I was like, I think he just got little brothered a little bit.
Yeah, you got little bro hard. I mean, that's just what's going to happen.
Yeah. Just sleeks with
in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, whenever the best part is when he's like, hey, that guy's like famous for being crazy. He's like, that guy? He's like, yeah, that guy. He's like, he killed his wife. He says, that guy? Like, that guy.
That guy.
And got away with it. Killed his wife and got away with it.
Got away with it.
He said, oh, that guy.
Yeah, that whole flashback of him on the rooftop.
Yes. So good.
Yeah. That was amazing. I can't wait to see the new Cliff Booth movie too. I mean, I don't think it's going to be topping Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but
no. But I'm just ready to see him.
Yeah, more Cliff Booth. Even the acid taking scene where he offers it to Leo's character, and he's like, "My beer don't need nobody."
Right. Where do I know you from?
You had a stupid name, something like Dex or Rex or
Rex.
Shoot him, Tex.
Shoot him,
that's
Tex.
it. That's it, Tex. That's right. Oh man, like I said, I really want to rewatch that movie now. I mean, that's so.
I love
good.
when he talks to what's the girl's name that is running Spawn Ranch? The actress's name.
That's who I was actually trying to think of a minute ago.
We're gonna slap ourselves when we think of it. Fanning, right?
Dakota Fanning? Yeah,
No.
that's right.
Okay,
yeah.
And he's like, I'm coming in, and he taps on it, and it's like, this ain't stopping me.
He's sleeping.
Or when he's talking to the girls before he walks up there, and he's I think I'll just go check it out for myself.
I don't think hippie culture has ever been scarier to me than it was in that movie. Like
no kidding.
It got to like a real cult feeling. Also Dewey Crowe, man. Can't forget Dewey Crowe.
Hey. Great guy, great actor.
Yeah. It was funny that he played yeah. It was funny he played Charles Manson in back-to-back things. He played in that Mindhunter.
Uncommon.
And, like it was Charles Manson
but
before.
He does look,
yeah. Physically. No, he favors him.
Yeah. Unfortunately for him, he does.
Yeah. I said way off topic, but again, I think Odyssey is like a amazing film. Then again, it's up there for me for Nolan. I don't see it ever being number one, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we're talking a year from now and I'm like, okay, Odyssey's my favorite Nolan movie. I mean, it's of that, like, no pun intended, prestige of Nolan filmography. I feel like, again, it's really just the only real critique I have is the pacing at times. That I felt like it was a little too rushed on things or jumping all over the place a bit too much. I don't mind the non-linear storytelling by any means. I thought that was really cool, but
like that's becoming more and more common in movies now.
All thanks to Pulp Fiction, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I really don't know my film history that well, but I do feel like Pulp Fiction really at least popularized it.
Sure.
Yeah,
definitely that. Yeah, definitely popularized it. Definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess all that's left for me for this year, really, for me to look so much forward to, is Dune 3. I mean, there's other movies I definitely want to see, but
right, like I'm on your list, number one.
Yeah, like where I won't. There's nothing that will stop me from seeing this movie in theaters. Dune 3 is the
Odysseus.
one. Yeah, nothing can come between my men and home. Not even me. That's what people say about me. Nothing could come between Canada and Dune. Not even me.
And Dune 3.
Yeah. Again, I've said this even before the movie started to Matt, and I've said it a few times. In any other year, I think the Odyssey would be my most anticipated movie of the year. But Dune 3 is this year, and it's probably my most anticipated movie, I feel like, ever. Like, I don't think I've ever looked forward to a film more than this. I think, too, just the complete belief in it, because Dune 1 I loved so much, but I was like, can Dune 2 stay on par with it? And my gosh, yes, it can.
Yep.
So now it's just like, I have full faith in Denis, and I'm so excited to see where this goes for I guess the character of Paul and just the story overall.
Paul Patrick.
Paul Patrick. That's pretty much all I have left. I mean, I'm wanting to see Spider-Man in theaters. That's like one of the last summer blockbusters I'm excited about, but again, with a newborn, it makes it hard sometimes, but
right.
But Dune 3, man, I mean, I want to see it in every format, every single one. Like, if I have that opportunity, I'll go see it in 4DX. I'll see it in Screen X. I'll see it matinee at the Mighty Gay. I'll go wherever. Yeah, they won't play it. But
no.
Doomsday will be taking over that theater, which I don't blame them.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
But that's what people are asking about.
I mean, they did play Moana, so.
Ugh.
I will say that movie wasn't as bad as it's been reviewed. We went and saw it at the Mighty Eight. McKenna she actually won 4 free movie passes to Mighty Eight last year.
Wow.
So I was like, let's use it on this, because I don't really want to pay any money for this movie. It wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't great by any means. Probably maybe not even average, but
yeah.
I mean, The Rock sucks, but
him in a wig is just weird.
Yeah, it just doesn't look right. It just looked bad, and they waited like way too long to make that live action if they were going to use him.
Yeah,
it's like they were like, okay, we got to make this live action with The Rock, and so we need to do it. Hurry up! Like, instead of just casting someone else that didn't look terrible in a wig, or they had real hair, you know.
It's probably even in his contract when the animated movie came out. They're like, okay, I have to be in the live action version if you make one.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a handful of movies that I'm excited about, but like if I end up not being able to catch them in theaters, like I'm not going to be that upset. But yeah, like I said, I really want to watch it in theaters for sure. If I get the opportunity or time to. Hard with work sometimes too, but
right.
But yeah, again, nothing will stop me from Dune 3. Absolutely nothing. I will be going to see that movie in theaters and IMAX 70mm. Hopefully, if I have to wait, if it was like the whole first weekend is sold out and the same situation as the Odyssey, okay, I'll see it the second weekend, but I'm going to see it in something else opening weekend.
Right.
Maybe using a vacation day for work just to go see that movie. Yeah, whatever I have to do. I will have the will of Odysseus when it comes to seeing that movie. Like I said, especially after watching those opening 4 minutes today, I was just floored. I mean, again, I've watched the trailers like thousands of times at this point, but seeing that footage only amplified my excitement even more. So, all right, well, anything more you want to get off your chest? Talk about Agnes, whatever her name is from General Hospital, or
Rachel Ames.
Rachel Ames, yeah, that's right.
Hope you're doing well, Rachel.
Shout out Rachel Ames.
You're super old, so congratulations on 2,800 episodes. And you know what? I'm gonna do real quick before you off here. I'm gonna look and see if she was in anything else.
I saw she was in another show for a long time.
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
What was it? She was in Port Charles. That also has 1,700 episodes, and she was in that show for 14 years. Actually, from
235 episodes she was in that. She also wait. Says, I think she played the same character.
Wait, what?
Maybe
she
not.
did.
Maybe
she did.
Okay, she did.
Audrey
Okay,
Hardy, RN. Yeah. Apparently, there was a crossover.
Huh.
She was so iconic in that role that she did crossovers. She was in one episode of the Andy Griffith Show as Rosemary.
What? So I'm confused now. I clicked on Port Charles, and the description is residents at the hospital, doctors, friends, and their families are constantly threatened by Dr. Greg Cooper, who may be the homicide killer, avenging on all of them because he was dropped from the hospital's intern program.
Well, and what I'm reading here on General Hospital, it also takes place in Port Charles. So it seems like it's just like a direct spinoff of the show. Yeah.
It's just about a guy who is working there who may be a killer.
Yeah, I guess it gets into more of a thriller aspect. I have no idea, man. Like, these shows are...
This is insanity.
You talk about cult followings. They must have some real cult followings to have this many episodes and
two different series. If you just find a decent
and...
soap to make, you'll be rich for the rest of your life.
Speaking, last thing again, go watch John Oliver in those scenes,
yes,
please.
I'm glad you reminded me. I literally am going. I'm going to get something to eat after this, but I'm going to watch that.
Please do. You got to. All right, my friend. So almost 3 hours.
Clayface trailer was cool.
Clayface trailer was cool. Body horror.
I accidentally watched that, so. I didn't watch the Carrie trailer, but Mac Flanagan is amazing, so I'm assuming it'll be good. He also wrote Clayface. He's not directing, but he did write it.
Yeah, that Neuromancer trailer was good as well. A lot of good Lanterns recent trailer, awesome.
Yeah, not Green Lanterns, just Lanterns, right?
Just Lanterns, sorry.
I don't want to talk about that part, but anyways, yeah, we'll get out of here. We'll get it. My score for Odyssey currently is a 90. 90? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
I don't know if it'll change one way or the other. I doubt it will. I don't know when I'll see it again. It's just so long.
Yeah.
It really, like I've said, it interrupts I like to see 2 to 3 a day when I go, and it really interrupts that for its length.
Yeah, it was definitely a long haul of a movie. I mean, we were like an hour 45 in, and not saying like it felt like it was so long.
Right.
It didn't. But
it didn't really do that. No, it really didn't.
We were an hour 45 in, and I thought it was already like 2 hours 15 minutes. I guess because of where it was at in the story more than anything. But yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening to another edition of Holy Flick. Thank you once again to all of our sponsors, Rods Rips, All Pro Pressure Washing, and HMI. Appreciate you all, and thank you guys for listening. And until next time, we will see you at the movies.
See ya.